All right, guys. So, welcome once again to Vecna, Eve of Ruin, Chapter 4, Episode 2. We're probably going to end up going into Episode 3 based on the experience last night. So, just so you know, don't feel too much in a hurry as we go through, but at the same time, there's still a lot more to cover in this module. So, be aware of that. So, when we last left you guys, you were entering... Nova had cast Mordenkainen's Magical Mansion? Magnificent Mansion, thank you.
Yes.
And the party had gone in there, and then there immediately was a fight with a poor summoned creature who sadly is no longer with us.
Right.
So, Max...
just another day at the office.
Yeah, Max played a little hard with the tiger. That kitty didn't survive. So... if you would, describe to the party the space that they've entered and what they're experiencing now.
Okay. So after all that craziness went down, my friends, welcome to Elysium. And as you walk in, you see a rug laying on the floor, and it's basically a portrait of everybody in the group, including Juniper, because you can't forget Juniper. So I turn around and I say, "Hey, that one's for you, big guy," and I nudge Magram a little bit. And as you look around, I'm going to let everyone... As you look around, you see posters of Nova's life as a bard. Traveling, concerts, things of all kinds of sorts. Winter Crest Festival posters up. And you notice in some of the pictures, he looks different than what you guys knew him as before or as what you know him as now. So, kind of going through there. Of course, I look over at Lilith. I say... Lilith, any door you pick can be your library. Anything you want, anything your heart desires, have at it. I haven't forgot about the boys. We've got a training pit for you guys.
Okay.
And I nudge Max and I go, "Max, look way out there in the back." And you see a big field. See a big field with a bunch of trees. And all the tree branches are broken and they're just laying in piles all around for you. You okay? Yeah? You okay?
So, real quick.
And last, hot tub. There's a hot tub.
Okay. So, real quick. Approximately how much of this mansion is dedicated to your ego?
About what you'd expect, maybe a little more.
About half or so, okay.
Yeah. But I'm taking care of everybody.
That's fair.
Taking care of everybody.
You did cast the spell.
Yes.
I was just curious.
Yes.
I nudge Max. Look,
Already run off into the field.
you can see the outline
And I say,
of a red cap in the stomach.
I say to Magram, inside her library, there's a whole book of Pooh books for you. Books
More than one.
There's more than one. Every time Pooh does something, they write a book about it. And they're all in there for you.
I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Clearly not.
And above table, if you guys want to create something, have fun with it. It's, like your rooms or anything like that.
Sal's used to very simple living. He'll be fine.
And as you go around, and all the servants, they're all very voluptuous women, and they're very attractive men.
Thank
Did
you.
you know how Nova is? Nova hasn't met a...
Sal does appreciate that.
Yes. There are plenty of women, plenty of men for everybody to have. They're not going to do nothing for you except whatever you ask them to do. But, you can't really touch them or nothing like that.
Well, you can.
From a distance. You can?
You can. They only have one hit point, but...
Just
Be careful. Be careful.
Magram, Sal, be gentle. Be gentle.
You do have rage damage, so...
Be gentle.
All right.
So. Yes, and as you walk around into different parts, you're going to see more stuff that highlights Nova and his escapades and things like that. So
Sal will walk right through that.
So are we resting?
Yeah, you guys have just entered. You're starting your long rest period, and just to bring Willie in, since you got left behind. When we last saw you, you were in Sigil in the parlor after completing the mission. Were you in outer space, or was it the one before that? Okay, so you made it back to the parlor. I'm going to assume that you went out onto the streets of Sigil and got distracted by what? What would have distracted Willie? Remember, this is like New York turned in upon itself. There's everything here.
Well, I'm amazed by seeing all this, so I want to learn since I'm a new little player. I just got kind of distracted, wandered off in shops.
Okay.
Just the poor little country boy.
Yep.
He's in around spring up.
Yeah.
So about you arrive back at the safe house or the sanctuary. Sorry, I keep calling it a safe house, but it's more of a sanctuary. You arrive back there about 3 hours after your friends left. You are greeted by Tasha, looking quite upset. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be with your friends. They went through the portal 3 hours ago. Without a cleric, they are doomed. You need to follow after them very quickly. Just so you know where you're going, the world is known as Eberron. It is very far from here. Do not tarry too long or miss your friends, or you may be lost forever. You are going to be entering a world of destruction. At the end of the last war, near the end of it, about 4 years ago, the nation of Syri, which was 1/5 of the continent of Corvair, was destroyed in an event called the Mourning, and that's Mourning, as in something to be sad about, because everyone in the country was either destroyed or corrupted in some way by this event, and it is now known as the Mournlands. There is a mist that seems to permeate everything in this area, and you are going to need to catch up with your friends quickly. Now, wayfinding may be difficult, but do the best you can, and as usual, choose anything you like from the bookcase before you go.
It sounds like they could use my help.
What's that?
Sounds like they could use my help.
Indeed, they probably are lost without you, perhaps bleeding out already. You should not tarry any longer than you should. So, do you want to trade out your item that you took from the bookcase last time, or are you satisfied with it?
I'm satisfied with it.
Okay.
Goggles? Yeah.
Okay.
We're in a very bright place, but we're also going inside of a giant colossus, so it might be dark in there.
Yeah, and she gives you none of the rest of the information you probably should have because she's hurrying you along so much. So when you go through the portal, you turn around, you see a large obsidian portal. You turn back around to face the place that you're now in. The mist here moves independently of any wind. It is thicker and thinner in different areas. Sometimes your visibility is short as 30 feet. Sometimes it goes out to 150, 200 feet. But it varies, and waves of denser mist come through and open up, etc. So, what's your passive perception, Willie?
16.
16. Okay, with the 16, let's see. Let me get you written down. With a 16, you do notice that the mist is flowing through you, and it seems to be magical of nature. It doesn't feel like it's water mist. It's not like natural fog. And you also do notice that even if you wave your hand in it or something, you don't interact with it at all. The air that you produce waving your hand around doesn't interact with it at all. So it is, in some way, some mystical overlay that is affecting this area. Because of this, you can't see very far off. You can tell that you're kind of heading downhill towards a valley. But when you were looking at the obsidian portal, something sparked your eye. You turn and look at it again, and what you see is a reflection of a large mountain valley with a huge peak in the distance. There's a river that runs through it. There's a large lake in the middle of the valley. There's also a series of large, like 200-foot tall robots called colossi, you'll come to find out, that have that are laying destroyed in various parts of this valley. You also see an encampment and a windmill. And while you're looking at the obsidian portal, you do notice what looks like a little twinkling light by the windmill that gives you the idea that your compatriots might be there. So, with that, give me a survival check as you turn around and attempt to find your way to where your party is. And remind me, party, about how many hours did you guys travel? Was it 15 or did we get up into 20?
I think you said around 12 to 14.
12 to 14, okay.
Yeah, because I think we were getting close to having to roll for exhaustion as much as we traveled before.
With a 4.
We did get lost though.
Yeah.
You wander
Things happen.
around quite a bit. You stumble upon the camp eventually. You meet some war veterans there who tell you that they ran into your band of travelers and that they thought that you were headed towards the windmill to talk to the Warforged. You also learn from them that they're just looking to find some valuables to go out and make a new life, retire from war. You roll me another survival check. Let's see how badly this one goes.
22.
22. Okay. You then make a beeline almost directly towards the windmill, and you're able to find it. It only takes a further. By the way, finding the camp was 12 hours. And finding the windmill is a further 2. So, and you were 3 hours behind, so that puts us at about 17 hours. So you guys are about midway through your long rest. You do meet at the windmill, by the way, because they don't sleep, a set of Warforged that have made this their home. A bright purple anodized shiny one introduces himself. Hello, my name is Mercy. I am the leader of this group of pilgrims. We are seeking to put right and memorialize the Warforged that were created and mostly destroyed during this battle, or these battles. This war witnessed the creation of a sentient species doomed to die in war, and most of them did. So we seek to memorialize them. Your friends are going to be visiting the largest of the colossi named Landro, and have asked for an item to borrow. Just you? Okay.
Oh, your phone light is on.
Yeah, it is.
That's because I got bumped off and I was going to stop in the rain and fix it.
Smart man.
He's got pyro.
I tell you so.
Fantasy pyro.
With this much room, I feel very grandiose.
What's that?
With this much room, I feel very grandiose.
There you go.
Before the long rest, this might be a little metagame, so feel free to veto. But so every place that we've gone to so far, and even before we started going around for this stuff, we've been gathering secrets. Right?
You have.
Everybody there always seems to be at least somebody that has them.
Yes.
Would it be okay for like, this is the metagaming part, would it be okay for Sal to like go to Mercy and be like, hey, is there anything that you need to tell me? Like he doesn't know of anything, like he doesn't have any sort of suspicions aside from the fact that there's
How would
probably
Sal start this conversation? You can leave the mansion and re-enter it.
very polite.
That's right. Boom! I go invisible.
He would go to find Mercy, because Mercy's the one in charge, and say, excuse me, Mercy. So, my group and I, we've been traveling for a while. We've gone to many different places, and there's just always something a little off about the places that we go to. And so I was just wondering if, since we're helping each other out, was there anything else that you maybe could tell us? Just anything that, again, might help us?
There are a couple of things that you could assist us with. I believe I've already mentioned that we are rather perturbed by these war veterans, which seem to be attempting to steal the very relics which we aim to preserve. We do not understand their motivations, but there's also something else that's been weighing on me. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Expeditious retreat.
Sorry, hold on. So that's going to be
You know it's bad.
It sounds like it.
35.
35. Never mind. That's not
Are
bad.
you persuasive? I thought you were just a fighter. A little bit. Okay. Little fighter.
With a 35, he's got to be pretty good at it. Yeah.
Look, I rolled my d20, I got an 18. I rolled my d10, I got a 10.
Oh, that's right. You can do
Yes, I
the
can.
D10.
And I can roll another d10 if I needed to.
Yeah, you honestly would have been fine with the 25, but that's fine. I'm glad to burn the
So
die.
got that from when I gave you?
No.
Was that a 10 that I gave you?
No, these are both mine. You can give me another one if you
You
want.
got your own 10?
I got two of them.
It's part of his fighter subclass stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. I like that. You're a lover and a fighter. Okay.
Well, but one of them is part of my subclass. One of them is just as fighter. If I fail a skill check, I can use one of my second wins and just add it on.
Okay. That's some cool stuff.
And Willie, I'm going to say that before you knock on the door, you also witnessed this conversation, so you're there as well. But Mercy does say to you, the other thing that I truly regret is that I've been so busy gathering this group of pilgrims, building this temple, that I haven't had a chance to search for a friend of mine who went missing during the day of mourning. He is a blue and red warforged, known as Filch, and if you do run into him, please let him know that I would look for him, except that how busy I am, and I deeply regret not doing so beforehand.
I guess that's the only one that I can take. Besides just stuff.
Filch?
Filch, red and blue.
So is that one of the secrets? Do I get the special tingle?
You do get the special tingle, you do as well. That is a special secret, yes.
Okay, so the secret is that Mercy.
Hasn't looked for them and feels guilty.
Okay.
And they are the best of friends. So, let's see. This works out well because this means Sal is able to show you where the door is to the mansion.
So we've already completed our long rest. He's
Not
outside.
yet. No.
No, this was.
He's joining you guys.
Oh, this is so. We'll rewind.
Yeah, this
I
is a
wanted to
couple
do it just
hours
so I
after the start of the.
Gotcha.
This is not interrupting long rest because it's a light activity.
Gotcha.
But it's about 2 hours, 2.5 hours after the
great.
beginning of the long rest. So Willie is not going to be able to benefit from a long rest, which means I need to make you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Couldn't we just wait like 2 hours at the?
He can't rest for a full 8. You guys could wait another 2 hours, but it could be urgent to complete this mission.
That's right.
There is a sense of urgency
Yes,
here.
two.
You're right.
With a
We have a
2,
metaphorical
you can
hourglass
either
in our head.
persuade your party to wait a couple hours so that you can complete a long rest, or you're going to take a point of exhaustion. A point of exhaustion, which would be a minus 1 on every D20 test until you lose it. And you'll be at risk of gaining further levels, so you may want to persuade the party.
You guys think
How
we
many
can
do
wait
you
a
want
few
there to be?
hours?
I mean,
You can cast a spell that
oh, I didn't
gets
even get really descriptive. I just kind of glossed over stuff. Yeah, the stripper poles are.
Yeah.
Greater Restoration would get rid of a level of exhaustion.
With chicks that are dressed up like simply irresistible guys.
Wandering around and listening to anyone who's like
What's that, Michael?
I'm just wandering around listening to anyone who's muttering in corners or like
Okay.
watching us.
I will assume you also snuck out hidden overheard the conversation. You know that you're looking for a red and blue warforged named Filch.
Would you have just snuck out, or would you have told us that you were?
I'd never tell anyone. You just notice I'm gone.
Okay.
Yeah, he made it out before the door closed from Sal
You
leaving.
can use your Ask Divinity because it's a 5th level spell.
Well, I've
so
got
you want to
message.
spend the money
So
on
if
it.
if you're within 120 feet, and
And you know the direction.
yes,
And you're outside the mansion because that's a different plane of existence.
yes,
Yeah.
we're okay.
Yeah.
I'll just assume he's running around checking shit out in the.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm just like I said, looking for dark corners and suspicious of the people. Yeah. Anyone who's glancing at these guys and being like, "Oh God, what are they up to?" I want to listen in on them just for a minute or two.
Sounds good. So at the end of your long rest, so you've been in the mansion for about 8 hours now. And let's see. About this time, you notice, let's see, who has a passive perception of 15 or greater? Wow.
Yeah.
It's just Magrum left out. Awesome.
Magnum's in the.
So yeah, you guys.
He's still reading poo books.
You guys have, actually, you're leaving Mordenkainen's mansion for the first time. Max, did you try to take any sticks with you?
A lot of them.
Okay. Did anybody else take anything from the mansion or leave anything in it?
I didn't tell anybody. Just
'Cause
so
none of
that-
you guys know how
just
this
so
works.
that their characters would be like, "Oh, this is cool shit. I can take it with me."
He did say there was a stripper pole at some point during the night. Max would have seen it as a fancy stick and tried to grab it.
And what's the fancy stick?
Stripper poles all around.
Those are attached
Yeah.
to the floor.
But he would
Regular
try
load
to.
bearing.
He would try to go like this and totally like a dog.
Basically, end
Get a
up
weird taste too.
Give me
ending up with
give me a
Max
strength check.
Depends the type of pole.
The
Tastes
idea
like
was,
Astroglide.
basically, Max tries to take it, but ends up actually doing a pole dance instead.
There you go. One of the servants, the incorporeal servants, teaches you a few moves.
He is a
And,
very athletic young Asimov.
He is a very athletic young
The one
Asimar.
good thing is the glitter that rubs off on his nose when he tries to bite the pole will wash off when he comes outside.
I just want to know.
Honestly, he may be glittery all the time because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
an Asimar.
What kind
Oh,
of
that's right. He's an ASMR. You can't tell the
real
difference
How tall are
because
you?
he's always shiny.
What's that?
How tall are Max's heels? That's the real question.
He doesn't have any special footwear, so
Nope, not specially
What
equipped
color,
yet.
what color Genasi are you?
not gymnastics.
ASMR. ASMR.
So,
Basically, like the stereotypical Prince look is what the idea was.
Like a bluish,
so
silver.
basically really pale skin and really golden hair. Okay.
he is Rocky from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, canonically.
Shit, yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay.
That's, yeah.
I do remember that description from the beginning. Right on. Okay. So the glitter's real bright, so it shows up on his face, on his pale
It's,
skin.
if you look, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
So, as you guys are leaving the mansion, Max, your bundle of sticks evaporates as soon as you leave.
Where'd the sticks go?
Max, you'll get to play with them tomorrow night. Okay? They'll stay here, and we'll go find you a bunch of sticks out where all the green stuff is. Yes.
Got them right here.
Yes. There you go.
What sorcery is it?
But there, what's that?
What sorcery is
Oh,
it?
he sees us coming out. doesn't he? He sees
Well,
us
no.
coming out.
Willie joined you guys.
Oh, he joined us in.
Yeah, so you spent about 6 hours in the
Okay.
mansion.
Oh.
Sal told you that Nova summoned it. Probably doesn't know the name of the spell, but I mean, okay. It's
The
Hey,
mansion is magnificent.
We never have to worry about anywhere to go again as long as I have this ability in my back pocket. Okay? We're good.
an above table. What level spell is it?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. It's either I can disintegrate somebody or we get to sleep
Right.
high.
Honestly, sleeping brush is probably useless.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got
So
Well, we would have had exhaustion if we wouldn't have slept in there, right? Is that what you said at the end of last?
you would
session?
have been rolling for levels of exhaustion.
Right.
Yes. You would have started that. At this point, Willie has 1 level of exhaustion. He's only completed about 6 hours of rest. As you guys leave the mansion, you do notice everybody above 15, which means everybody but Man Group. You guys notice the squad of veterans attempting to sneak up on Ialos on the windmill camp.
Okay.
So it seems like they've decided it's time to take action.
Against us?
They don't necessarily know you're there.
So what's the name? I didn't hear. What's the name of the group?
Look, the place you're at is called Ialos. It used to be a city.
Okay.
And the mill is the only intact building left. The veterans are the ones that are sneaking up.
Veterans. Okay.
Yeah, and then the Warforged that are just going about their business in Ialos have not yet noticed them.
Willie, did you want to do your thing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, as soon as I see it, I'm going to blow my horn for whoever I know is back. I get 4 charges, by the way. I checked.
Oh wow, it's 4. Nice.
I thought it was just 3.
Yeah. So who are you alerting? Are you alerting one of the veterans? You know.
Are we all together?
yeah, we're all leaving the mansion together.
Yeah, we're just right outside.
Yeah, you're right next to him when you guys.
These guys are fine. Who do I know in the camp then? I don't remember the names.
Mercy is the one.
Mercy is the main Warforged here in the camp, and you may have met another couple.
So I'll blow a traditional war, because he's the only one that's getting
Alert, yeah.
and it will sound like a war charge, like all of the cavalry.
Okay.
And do we hear this?
No.
He's the only one
Just the
that's getting hear it.
okay, just the one person.
So Mercy's head
But he's
perks
not
up.
going to know what it is.
Right.
He's going to hear it and be like, what's going on? That's war horn.
I'm gonna mess. I'm gonna use.
Xana? Is that for you?
The Mario Party Fat Red?
Oh,
I'm gonna
what
use
you
message
normally
real quick because I don't see Gilbert around anywhere near us.
Roll
And just hope that it hits.
Roll a d8
Roll a d8. Okay.
as you pick a cardinal direction to face when you attempt to message
4.
Gilbert. 4.
4.
You message and you do not hear a response.
We gotta find Gilbert.
Mercy, with his natural 20 perception roll, has also now seen the veterans, and he says, "Friends, are you still here? Can you help either mediate or assist us in defending?"
Absolutely. Absolutely.
we can talk to them.
Yeah.
While we did this, I channeled the ability to get rid of my exhaustion.
I look at Mercy. I go, are we talking first, and then?
We are not violent beings. We assume that they are, however.
That's
they
what
are.
I'm asking. Are they a violent?
You've met them before.
Oh.
These are the people that you met and went to the camp with.
The orc lady and the two, what was it?
Halflings. Yeah.
We've been on both sides of it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
My
these
head's
are
still a little fuzzy
these are
for
the
the
ones that
Feywild.
just want to. They basically just want to find some valuables so they can f off, go somewhere else, and resettle. And the Warforged priority is to honor dead Warforged and artifacts of them. And you guys have also seen that there are some non-Warforged relics that are being kept down there. So,
I look at Sal. I go, let's go. Me and you.
okay.
We're
So,
going to parlay.
so Nova and Sal are headed over towards the veterans.
When we went through, the only interesting thing down there was the ring, right?
That was the only real interesting thing, and then there was art objects worth about 2,000 gold.
I look before we walk off. I look at Magram and Max. Guys, stay close.
Guys, I don't know what's going on.
Just stay
What's
close.
everyone doing?
At this point, you've seen them as well.
Someone didn't tell me anything.
Well, he sees them, but does he know what's going on?
Well, he knows probably not.
There we go.
With an intelligence of
right
8,
answer.
no.
I look at him in a completely most vague way. I go, when I give you the sign, get ready, and I walk off.
Question mark?
I just walk off. I don't even just. I go.
Okay.
It looks like somebody's going to attack us.
Noted.
And you guys walk up, get within about 30 feet of them before they notice you. Nobody said they were stealthing, so you guys just walk up to them.
we're-
I mean,
you're freaking like,
He's.
yeah, you're in the little. You find the little dense pockets of mist and kind of move with them.
Do
And,
I need
yeah.
to roll another d8 to try to?
If you want to.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
we can
as you
always
guys are
just
walking
assume he's
over.
nearby.
8.
With an 8. What do you say to Gilbert?
I just say, I don't know where you are, Gilbert, but just hang close. We're going to go parlay with these veterans.
Okay. And you receive that, and you can, yeah.
I just want to know that
You
I
hear
think
Roger
you're
back.
close. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys approach,
Yep.
where's her name? Kalyeth, the orc, who's trying to hide behind a bush very unsuccessfully.
Right.
She perks up and says, "Oh, you're here.
Yes, we are. What can we do for you?
We were just going to see what we could take from the Warforged, since they don't seem to be very helpful."
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't bother them, or they're going to have to deal with us. We don't want any trouble.
But they're hoarding all the valuables.
If
They're
I may,
taking everything. And we need to resettle ourselves.
what was her name? Callieth?
Kalyeth, yes.
Callieth, I understand. I've not fought in an official war myself, but I've seen plenty. I don't think what you're doing is exactly becoming of a veteran. So what exactly is your plan? You want to gather valuables and what, take
We
them?
want to go to Breland and start a new life.
And what's your plan for doing that? Is money going to help you get there?
Exactly. It won't help us as much on the way, but will help us buy land and be able to sustain ourselves once we get there. We estimate we need about 2,000 gold.
About 2,000. Okay. And have you considered maybe working with these?
They do not seem to want our help. They have treated us as potential enemies at every encounter.
'Cause you
They
just
call us
said
violent
you were
and
coming
just
here to
assume.
steal from them.
We,
Why would they want you around?
we are desperate at this point.
Yeah, you're going to be real desperate whenever you're not breathing.
Okay.
Make an intimidation check.
There you go.
Yes. That's where I wanted to.
Okay.
Yep.
And what were you saying, Sal? Go ahead while the intimidation's happening.
I'm gonna let this fly.
22.
22, okay. They look suitably intimidated.
Okay. Wait.
They definitely look like they're reevaluating the plan to continue.
I guess this could be a little bit of good cop, bad cop. Put aside what you said for a moment, please.
I wouldn't if I was you.
Is there anything else that's going on? Are you three? Was it just three, or was there more?
Well, there's about 7 in the raiding party.
Were you all?
There were about 30 total that are coming and going from that veterans camp.
Okay. So is your group seems rather large. I can't help but think that there's something else that's going on if you think that you need all of this money to.
No, it's simple math. We've talked it over. We have several skilled artisans as well as some farmers, and can integrate into or start a small colony of our own. If we are able to acquire the blessing or lands from a noble in Breland, and that's the goal.
Okay, but you can't show up and prove your skills to them. You need all this money now.
We need to be able to find some place where we all can settle together, which is going to require resources.
All right. If you were to be given this,
What's that?
If you were to be given this 2,000 gold, would that be enough to convince you to continue on your journey and leave these Warforged to their business?
Indeed. If it wasn't for the fact that they're gathering all the resources in this valley, we would have been gone long ago. We have no desire to remain here in Cyrene.
Okay. Well,
Nobody's insight checked these guys yet. I'm just going to throw it out there as the DM. Maybe somebody should.
I didn't hear what you.
he said nobody's insight checked them so far.
Okay. Yeah.
Pass it down.
Sure. Why not? I got shit for insight.
It'll help a lot.
19.
19? 13, okay. With a 13, seems like they have a plan. seems to be self-consistent. With a 19, as a cleric, you have seen people start up communities like this, and you've also seen groups that have tried with no resources and found themselves at the whims of whatever they wander into and have a much harder time of it. So for as this large a group, that seems like a reasonable amount of money to start whatever community they want to.
Do we know if they're nomadic by nature, or are they people that...
They're war veterans.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they lived here in Syrie and were drafted to fight, and yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really much for insight checks. I will make it in pockets check.
They're still broke as shit. And one of the halflings still hasn't found his other dagger.
I mean, I put it in his bedroll. He'll find it eventually.
Okay.
May not have been his bedroll.
Well, maybe.
I'm gonna let him continue to talk.
Okay.
I'm just staring at the leader.
Dahlia, I will give you the money if you honestly tell me if there is anything else that is keeping you in this valley. Any sort of I don't know, regrets or ulterior motives.
Give me a persuasion check. Well worked in.
Hey,
Are you planning on stealing the gold?
100%.
I'm gonna human inspiration.
What's that?
Heroic inspiration.
Heroic inspiration, okay.
About 2,000.
Probably about tree fitting.
yeah, that's what I thought it
That's
was.
what better.
I'd give him. I mean, I've got that much good hole in my
I'd give him
pocket.
2 copper.
25?
25, yeah. She takes you aside and whispers to you,
I don't say steal.
unfortunately, early in the war, I had a satchel that contained some art objects and other booty that would have seen us out. But in the chaos after the day of mourning, as I was attempting to gather my comrades, it was lost. And I feel it's all my fault. And you once again get that tingle. This is a secret.
It wasn't me.
I'm gonna cast
Had
detect.
tingling to her.
On,
What?
Kalia,
I just got this.
the orc veteran that seems to be in charge.
It wasn't me. Moreover, I'm annoyed that I didn't get there first. So what do all the guys in the back say? The ones that I'm hanging out with while you guys are
They're
talking?
probably just letting their leader talk.
Yeah. But how many mercenaries do you know just sit there and don't say anything really?
The same main person.
That's my
They're not
big-
mercenaries, they're war veterans, so they're
Sorry, guys?
well trained.
Yeah.
Is
So
this the
mercenaries.
main person that was talking before, or is this someone else that...
This is the same person that you've been talking to at the veterans the whole time, yeah.
Do we think these guys could be useful to us?
Oh no, they would be dead meat, and they know it. They're not going to mix with you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast detect.
You could tell that your intimidation worked.
Yeah.
At least just to stop any immediate violence. As far as your detect thoughts go, you overhear the secret being told. You recognize it. You also clearly feel her earnestness. Are you going to go? You can probe deeper if you want. Are you going to? I think that's the way that one works. But then there's a saving throw and a chance of detection. But surface thoughts are 100% on what her message has been, 100% honest. Is that working for you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Much better. I was trying to pick it all up, and
Yeah.
I got reverb.
My new phone doesn't do that. My old one does.
What's that?
My old one used to do that. My old phone. I just
Oh,
hear
okay.
you. This one doesn't do it.
No, this is actually a listening assist made purely out of Chinesium, but it still works.
No, my phone did that. My,
So, were you going to push it any deeper, or are you good with that?
No, I'm good.
You're good with that? Okay. So, you have a secret. You have what they need in order to succeed on their mission.
2,000 gold.
Are you going to offer them money?
I already said I would.
You would? Okay.
I just
So you took 2,000 gold out of yours? Okay. They graciously accept the 2,000 gold, They say thank you. If there's anything we can ever do, if we run into you again, we will help you to the utmost. One of our members, and she points to one of the halflings, is talented. Just stand there a moment, if you would, please. As he pulls out a piece of paper, quickly does a quick sketch of what the group looks like. And we will save this in the inn wherever we do settle. So you will always be known and welcome in our land.
I'm going to say, before we leave, you've been given this chance to change your ways. If I hear of anything happening where you try to attack anybody after you've been given this gift of a second chance, you will be dealt with. I promise you.
This is all we've been looking for. We don't want to become mercenaries. We want to be done with this life forever.
Don't worry too much about him. Live well.
No, you should.
We're suitably cautious about him. Thank you. Yes, thank all of you for making our lives much easier. And let the Warforged know that we only had simple desires and would have liked to have worked with them, but in any regard, we will be leaving them to their own devices and wish them luck in whatever it is they're doing.
It seems like you have a pretty good group of people. You said you have artisans, you have farmers, you have people that can make things and sell things.
Indeed.
Then do that.
That's what we were planning to do.
Thank
That's
you.
what you said.
All right, I just turned
She
around
looks a
and
little
walked away.
confused because
turned
she's
around
like
and
said
walked
it
away.
6 times.
Magram's looking around like, what's the signal?
I say be well.
Is that it?
So when I cast
think we're
Detect
done.
Thoughts for 1 minute on each of my turns, I can.
Oh, you can move it around?
Yeah, I can target a different creature. So I'm just gonna start kind of.
You get them agreeing with her mostly. You do get the occasional. Oh, it'd be good to get out of this muck. My ass itches. Things like that. So you do get some other side thoughts. As some people aren't as concerned about the bigger picture than their own misfortune. You don't hear any plotters or schemers. Nobody doing the when the boss gets the money, we'll jump. All right. None of that going on.
One of them almost notices Gilbert and says, "Must have been the wind." In his head.
Hey, did you fall? Yeah.
You said there was a halfling there too?
Yeah, there's a couple of halflings.
Okay, I
Yeah.
look over at them and I go, be wary.
We will.
I say it in
And we'll
halfling.
remember you always, and shows you the picture, which, with a natural 18, and I'm assuming he had some skill in drawing, is a very good rendition of you and your group, and you look heroic on it.
Especially me.
Isn't that nimbleness? That's halfling nimbleness?
It's literally like there's a spot where you should be and you're not there.
Yeah, I'm not. That's good.
Yeah, there's like a puff of wind that seems to be part of the party.
It's like right in the corner.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like a Sasquatch. His part is just all blurry. Like he smudged his thumb on it.
Vaseline smudge.
I may or may not be wanted for attempted regicide. I really don't want to have my picture out there.
Your picture is not out there. But the rest of the party is. So you may be asked to pay for drinks if the rest of the party gets them for free. Which would be fun.
2 drink minimum plus cover.
Yep. All right. So as you guys return, Mercy asks what was going on. Just for narrative's sake, you guys explain to him. He says, "Oh, they just needed money to resettle. And you paid. Please hold." And he goes and talks to one of the other Warforged, goes downstairs, gets the art objects, and brings them up. There used to be a ring here as well that we would have given you, but here, this should compensate you.
Do you not need money here?
No, we don't need money. We're simply honoring our noble dead. And these were simply cluttering up the end of the shelf, so now we have a little more room to honor more Warforged.
Well, then I gratefully accept your reward. Thank you.
Above the table, that's totally what those art objects were there for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you say that there's something worth gold, it's like
It could be loot. There's been some just straight up loot too.
I
So
reach into my backpack and I pull out a rolled up poster,
okay.
similar to the ones that are on the walls in the mansion, and I hand it to him. I go, here, remember us by.
And is it does it have an order form attached to it?
No. It's just one of my. It's just one of my concert posters.
it's just a profile shot.
Yes, it's a headshot.
It's a concert poster. I
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
All right, I believe we have a Colossus to meet up with.
Yes. Onward. And but as we're walking out, I just look at Sal and I'm like, I just needed to get some anger. It's been a rough month. I just needed to get a little aggressive.
You seem to have a lot of emotions to always get out, and that's fine.
Yes.
You did well.
Yes.
You let me do my thing.
Yep.
All right. So, let's see. You guys have talked to Mercy, learned a little bit about Landro. That is the proper name for the largest Colossus ever made in Syri. He tells you a little bit about it that he knows. That there, according to lore, it is powered by a ancient artifact in what's known as the gray matter engine, which serves as the brain for this colossal warforged. He also lets you know this is bigger than any that you've seen by a lot. So he also, now you guys have a piece of the rod that has a docent attached to it, right?
Yep.
Who's got that?
Still.
Okay. So anytime you hold that, it will point to where the other piece of the next piece of the rod is. It is now working like a dowsing rod.
We were headed that way last time. Because we did that.
No, you just got the docent here in Ialos, so you haven't started heading for it yet at all.
Yeah,
You were generally going north, and it is generally north, but now you know exactly where it is. Before, if you held the rod, it gave you like you're going hot, cold kind of thing. Like it was a hemisphere worth of direction. Now it's a laser. So much improved. And you guys don't have a Warforged with you like my other party does, so I don't get to actually play a sentient object.
I was going to ask if we were going to run into my old character at all.
You never know, but
He waves his hat, he turns to different things.
yeah, I don't know if the Silver Codex would be down here. Unfortunately, he wasn't written into this module, so
Yeah, I know.
I could have put him at the Adialos, but I didn't think about it in time. All right, so moving on though. So you guys start off towards Landro. As you do, somebody give me a survival check to assist with, and Gilbert having the rod will give advantage on that. Magram, were you Mr. Survival?
Guidance. Who's the survival people?
Survival is +6 for me.
+5. So the
Mine's +5.
You go for it. That's your
you said with
Advantage and guidance, apparently.
guidance on the D4.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put my hand on you and I'm going to give you Bardic Inspiration. Come on, come on, good boy.
Well, that only lasts for an hour, right?
Yeah, that lasts for an hour, but still, I mean, it'll help in the wayfinding. The first part of the journey is often the most important.
You need to get in the right direction
Yeah.
first. Yeah, I got 4 more.
It's definitely over 20. 21 plus 5 is 26.
26, okay. So easily enough, about 2.5 hours of travel. You guys make it close to the base of Mount Ironrot itself. This is a very large mountain, and during a moment when the wind the wind doesn't, but the mist momentarily clears, and you're able to see the mountain fairly well, and you notice that sticking out of one side of the mountain, there is the head, a shoulder, an arm, part of a torso, and a hip of a absolutely colossal colossi. This is about a 500-foot tall version of the colossi that you have seen previously, and somehow it has become embedded in this mountain. So, you're probably still 100 feet away from the mountain, maybe a little more. What are you guys going to do?
I keep going.
Are we
going?
on stone? But we're too far away.
You are on rocky terrain.
As we get closer, I want to see my stone
would give you
sense.
to
Picks up anything about
That's 10 foot for your tremor sense.
60.
I know what it looks like now.
60 would be way overpowered.
Rod as long as
It only lasts for so long.
Well, I don't know what.
No, his tremor sense,
It's
his
like a
stone
natural-
cunning's like,
It's a bonus action to activate it, and you only get to use it once or twice or something.
really?
Yep.
Yeah, what's the range on it, Magnum?
Depends on the G, probably will.
Features and traits. It'll be under racial features.
You got detect.
60 feet for 10 minutes.
Okay.
You just have detect.
You can use bonus action number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. So you can use that 4 more
See when we
times.
get closer.
I also have locate object.
But I just want, as we get closer, I want to see like is the
Yeah, I gave you
Colossus
We get close.
a full thing?
Is what?
Is the thing sticking out of the mountain like a full beam?
Oh, okay. Or it does, like,
Yeah,
did
or
it get
just like-
truncated at the mountain?
Yeah, or like took a
Okay.
piece and they made an entrance or whatever.
As you trigger that as you guys start to get about 60 feet away from the mountain, I assume everybody is just kind of moving forward. Any special?
I'm staying ahead of the party.
Well, yeah,
Just
I assumed.
does it look like we need to go cautiously? I mean, does anything? How far ahead are you? As long as you're within 120 feet, so I can message you if I need.
Yeah, I'll probably be like maybe 100,
Okay.
between 100 and 200. To give them a point.
You've already made it to the bottom, the base of the mountain then, before they've gotten within 60.
Checking out
Okay.
traps and possible passageways, investigating while I'm waiting.
All right,
for
give me an
everyone else to catch up.
investigation check.
I'll throw a message up too. How are we looking up there? Everything good?
Give me a D8.
17.
Just because you can't see them, I'm always going to make it somewhat challenging.
28?
6.
With a 6, you do manage to hit Gilbert. You've been asked how's it looking up there.
Do I find anything?
Well, you just got into the base, so I'm not going to give you the investigation until after that comes through. But you don't see any threats to tell him about. And actually, with the 28, you do see an obvious cavern entrance of some sort.
It seems clear so far. Might be a way in over here.
Okay. All right.
I'm
I'll let
gonna,
And I
everybody
leave
know.
it at that because I don't know that you don't know where I am.
I'm gonna look at Max and say, I'm gonna bring an animal out. Don't overreact. I want to use my bag of tricks now.
Okay, you're going to use the bag of tricks. And by the way, as you get within 60 feet of the mountain and your stone cunning activates, you do sense there is a series of caverns. You also, as you move forward, start to sense voids in the stone that are the shape of feet. Very, very, very large feet. And
So I
calves.
feel like it's attached to what we
It does seem to be attached, and it does seem to be at least somewhat intact.
We're getting that.
But yeah, there's a cave system that you're, honestly, you're mapping as you're walking towards it. Okay, what are you pulling out of the bag of tricks?
That's a great question.
I
We gotta
did
roll
notice
for
a
it.
very obvious opening.
Yeah, you
It's a
did.
giant hyena.
Your giant hyena, which is friendly to your party. You can't talk to them though, can you?
This is from a bag of
He
tricks.
summons them, but he can't talk to him.
It's a bag of
I
tricks.
can take a bonus action to command how the creature moves.
Okay, well then it can understand you.
Yeah,
That'd be hilarious if he just takes it.
until it dies.
Yeah, just runs away.
What's that?
Here he is, hyena.
Okay,
And then Max goes,
Oh, that thing.
so as you are approaching,
Yes.
so the hyena, what did you command the hyena to do?
Sniff?
Okay.
Smell?
Okay. Are you telling it to go into the cavern that you see at this
and
point now
I've told
too?
them what he told me about the open.
I think I gotta look up to see if the giant hyena has any special things. But
It doesn't have much. Check if it has dark vision. That'll matter. Anybody else doing anything special to prepare as we're approaching the cavern? At this point, everybody can see the cavern. Okay. You're about 30 feet away. What's that? You're delving?
I delve in here.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, because I have a bastion and I own a pub, and I'm drinking my
just got killed and
glass
stuff.
that gives me 24
Well,
hours.
it's not broken new, and I can look at
Okay.
Okay.
Also Spider Climb. So
What's that?
I also get Spider Climb for 24 hours.
Like, if I turn
Oh, wow.
the basic rules more than
Bastion, man.
What's that?
It's from the Bastion.
Oh, it's from your Bastion. Interesting. Okay. I need to spend more time reading that because that's powerful to be able to pull those out.
So you get 24 hours of stuff. I've gone with Dark Vision and Spider Climb as my two.
It doesn't say it has dark vision,
Then it doesn't.
but it does say it has a higher passive perception than me.
Okay. So it gets to the entrance of the cavern and it just kind of balks there, not willing to go into it.
Yeah, no, it
You,
does.
on the other hand, you're able to enter the cavern.
You're looking at
So the giant hyena.
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Sorry.
So you enter the cavern. You see Landro locations. You see a jagged cave entrance in the side of the mountain that resembles a yawning maw. Warped stalactites droop at odd angles from like monstrous fangs. A shallow stream of thin gray liquid dribbles from the hole inside the cave, and darkness awaits.
That sounds gross. This guy's gooch is leaking.
What were you going to say, Sal?
So he was looking at the old version of giant hyena. So 2024 version, 60 feet of dark vision, passive perception is 13, and it has a bunch of other
Okay, it has
stats going.
60 feet of dark vision for a hyena? Okay, cool. Yep, that's fine. So the hyena is able to go in. It also has, I would assume, a good sense of smell. So it's following relatively close with you.
I imagine that we should teach him my secret somewhere. It'll be easier to try to track.
Find the invisible one, it's a friend.
Yeah. So I search as a bonus action now.
Yep.
So I'm just always searching while I'm walking.
All right.
I still get to double move.
So in this first room, there's no real notable feature outside of the stream of odd gray metallic liquid that is seeping out of the cave.
I'm following it to its source.
All right.
So
That's
have we seen that liquid yet?
do, right?
What's that?
Have we seen that liquid yet?
Everybody has at this point. Yeah, you're all probably now just getting up
just
to the
coming-
cavern.
Okay.
And you said it's coming out of it.
It is coming to, like just out of it. Yes.
And I'm gonna hit him real quick and be like, we're at the mouth of the cavern. Let me know where you're at.
I'm going to say they do see an arrow like scratched onto the stone or something with a
I'm just following the hyena.
piece of charcoal.
Oh, you're leaving
I'm
one?
leaving an arrow.
He's leaving us. He said he was leaving us a trail.
I was like, who would be here that would have left an arrow? Yeah, never mind.
So they know which way I went, which is
Yep.
following the stream.
All right, cool.
Someone drew a fallen tree on the wall. What
Nice.
should we do about that?
So, does everybody have dark
Find
vision?
a stick.
No. I do have a sword that emits 40 feet of bright light, 40 feet of dim light.
Okay, so you pull out your lighted sword. Okay.
I already had it out. Yes.
I will. I'll tell you though. Me and the hyena will go ahead. Keep an eye out.
Okay.
In the semi-darkness.
Okay.
I'm
so
gonna go up front.
I'm gonna so front. I don't love split parties, but we'll do it if we need to. So we've got front party, which is a hyena, an invisible Gilbert. Megram, were you going front party?
Also with a hyena.
What are we doing? Hold on.
The people who like to go ahead were going ahead,
The only one that was ahead, to my understanding, was him.
and then the hyena caught up with him,
Oh Jesus!
and then Megram went and followed the hyena. So,
I'm going with Magrum.
all right. So we have
But can you see-
4 in the advanced party, and then the other 4 of you guys following 20, 30 feet behind.
Yeah, I don't think we really. I don't think we're going to be really split up. It's just slightly distance.
Well,
got a
with your light, you'll be not giving
That's
away
one
your
of those
presence as
reasons I
much,
don't
so
want to
it
be
makes
too
some
close
sense.
to the It's hard to stealth the brother.
It's
that's
not
exactly
it's not a full
what I was
split
thinking.
party situation.
Okay.
Plus,
No.
I'm going in the
I'm trying to
middle.
help avoid that.
I'm going in the middle because I got a message that I can hit.
All right, you're kind of in the middle. Got it. But yeah, you guys are only 30 or 40 feet away from each other, so within a round of travel, should something happen.
Stuff that's leaking out, like
Yes. Make an Arcana
I'll
check
just
on
shoot
it.
another one.
I
at
was
you.
also
Anything wonky
curious.
comes up, just let us know.
Have the goggles available.
okay. I don't have advantage on it.
Yeah, I got those.
My damage fills the line perfectly.
27.
27? 22? You both recognize that there is some magical essence to this liquid.
I'm
The
not putting my sword in it.
the
It might be bad.
go ahead
You want
if
me
you
to-
like.
you want me to
I'll take care of
lick
that.
it?
Just to
Yo.
clarify, he's in front
Let's-
of us. I'm with him and the hyena, and then
not
everybody
real.
else is behind us.
The hyena, Magrum, and Gilbert are pretty
Here's our
much grouped
invisible
together, I would assume, at this point.
Yeah, I'm just standing here.
Yeah.
I went with
60
him.
feet.
I went with Magrum,
Okay.
so I could be in the middle.
So
of it.
there's 4 creatures in the advanced party, 4 creatures in the following party.
Familiar back with healer party.
Yes.
And just so that we're formally aware, like,
Oh, you've clicked your invisibility?
I am going into this.
Betty's flying above me. I haven't.
Okay.
She's just got my head. She's just,
Yeah, and the ceilings get down. The ceilings are 10 to 15 feet, going up and down a little bit. So,
I've got her going up high, up close to it, and just kind of being camouflaged.
Real quick, how big is this area that we're in?
so this is this entrance cavern is about 15 to 30 feet wide, irregularly shaped, generally curves off to the left for the first 80 feet or so of the cavern. And that's the space where everybody is at the moment. Just a sec. The fluid, you did a little bit of reading during your overnight, and you suspect this might have something to do with it's called a gray matter engine that is the brain of this thing. So this may in some way be some sort of working fluid from the Colossus. You don't know anything beyond that. It does look like it would be a bad idea to drink.
You want to poke it?
You want to poke it?
Taking out a stick and poking it.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I would immediately just start like messaging people and saying, "Hey, this liquid. I think this is some essentially brain fluid from the robot that we're in. So don't touch it.
You want me to let the hyena lick it?
Who are you messaging?
I'm like one by one.
Are you going to let the hyena lick it?
I'm asking, like in my brain.
Because you know I have message, so I can communicate.
Can I reply to this message?
You can reply to this.
Is that part of your message?
Reply back to you.
As
Do you want me to let the hyena lick it?
As you're saying that to the
That's
party,
up
that's
to
when
you
that
if you would like to.
Will it make him smarter? That's all.
DM, I have a
I don't
passive.
think so. I think we'll do the opposite.
DM, I
Don't
have a
flick
passive
it.
of 20 and just active passive going
Okay.
as we're traveling.
So last thing, as we get about 50, 60 feet in, I am going to use my Wand of Secrets.
What's
if there's
that?
a
Remind me what
secret,
that does?
if there is a secret door or trap within 60 feet of me, the wand pulses and points me to the nearest one.
There is not.
Okay, I have 2 more turns left.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
What's that?
I forgot what I was looking at.
Uh-oh.
I got the book open finally.
It'll reoccur, I'm sure. Okay. So as you guys begin to go into the cavern,
Gilly, how things looking?
well,
He's dead.
you're right next to him.
I thought he was 30 feet
No,
ahead
there's
of us.
you, Magrum, Gilbert, and the hyena in
Never
group
right
one.
next to him.
Yeah, so you send a
that's why
message
you're a
off into the
butterfly.
distance, and there's no response.
Oh my God, he's dead.
You hear him say, "Oh my God, he's dead," referring to Gilbert.
Hyena, is he here?
Oh God, thank God, thank God, thank God.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I love it. All right.
I won't say.
So anybody
Took
else?
1 point of psychic damage.
Anybody else interacting with the stream of strange gray fluid on the floor?
I really want to find out, but I'm resistant.
Okay, that's fine. All right, moving on. You guys continue up the passage. Off to the left, so off to the right ahead a little ways, you see a passage off to the right. You see a passage going straight ahead that has the gray matter fluid coming down it. And then off to your right, there's a wide spot in the cave where you see corpses of recently fallen human soldiers bearing fine
That's where
weapons
they catch up to me.
and well-oiled armor that lies scattered about the musty cavern. So you hold the party
That I
back?
investigate.
Okay.
Sure.
Can you do a less than a DC 12 investigation? Okay.
I roll a 1, I succeed on that.
Exactly. So you automatically notice a thick layer of powdery residue has settled across the scene, suggesting that the remains have possibly been here for years. And then once Lilith catches up, you recognize that this white powdery residue looks a lot like its dried version of this gray matter that's flowing.
I do have Arcana.
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm guessing not with advantage.
No.
By the way, I usually just roll both, and that's my regular die.
Okay.
So 11, 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. So you also, this is some sort of magical fluid, maybe related to the brain. You also heard that. Also, you think it's probably a bad idea to drink it.
Yeah, I had 23. I was just rolling as well.
Okay.
I had 23 too.
So yeah,
You did say
you're
that-
at the same
you did
place.
say they look recently deceased.
They look fresh,
They look fresh,
but they're
obviously
covered
have
with
been
dust.
here a while.
Yeah.
Well, shit, that sounds interesting. Can I burn this stuff away?
Does somebody want to give me either another Arcana check or a medicine
Actually,
check?
I'll do Arcana.
Examining the
because
corpses.
I'm better at Arcana than I should be.
So 21.
21. Okay.
Wait.
I got 20.
Yeah, 21.
19.
Okay.
Can I use my mage hand? I have like empty vials. Can
15
I
Arcana.
scrape some of that into a
You
vial?
could get some out of the stream. Yeah, you could scrape some off the corpses as well.
Like my mage hand could
Yeah.
use the vial to just scoop
Yeah.
a little bit of the water.
Yeah, you could.
1-5.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
You get 2 ounces of liquid.
Fantastic. Fantastic. 2 ounces of gray matter brain liquid?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I love putting that stuff in.
Good, sounds gross.
Yeah, it's
Are we all back together? Or we still?
so at this point everybody clumped together. Yes, because there was investigation happening.
Yeah, it does take a bit of time.
So the corpses are incredibly fresh, but they've definitely been dead for a while. Likely, whatever happened that killed them on the day of mourning also magically preserved their bodies.
Yeah, I was going to say, does the grey stuff burn off when I expose it to flame?
What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
When I expose it to flame, does the dry grey stuff burn off?
No.
It's not particularly flammable?
You're exposing one of the corpses to flame?
Close by to it, yeah.
Okay.
I
Roll
wanna see if it's
initiative.
combustible. For the record, I'm still invisible.
You're still invisible, but actually, no, you haven't. Never mind. Hold off on the initiative. We might not be in the trigger yet. It's a specific trigger. And apparently, fire is not it.
Lightning?
But
We
don't need to fight them.
But I rolled 29.
I'm sorry.
The jury will disregard the last 5 minutes of testimony.
Yep.
That's all right.
But we'll use those numbers if we need to. But at this point, nobody needs to. We don't need to.
If I'm this close, I'm probably going to kill it to 9.
So, is anybody doing anything else with these corpses?
Well, now I think I'm gonna poke it, don't I?
No.
Kind of got it now.
So they're just human soldiers. Humanoids, at least not
Humanoids,
no
yeah.
warforged.
Can I prevent
No
the
warforged.
hyena from peeing on him, or would he naturally walk up and just start lifting his leg?
He sniffs around them, but doesn't interact.
Detect evil and good. Cast detect evil.
Okay. There's nothing.
My dog would be peeing on him.
They're dead.
Right.
And
Well,
yeah.
just where we're at. I feel
Yep.
it needs to
It
be
doesn't
done.
burn. I'm going to say to our lovely mage, who I don't remember the name of,
Lilith.
Lilith, I'm going to check if some of this stuff's magic or not, and then I'm just going to go scan through and carry on scouting like around this area.
I'm pretty sure I'd get a magical clue from anything, but
Yeah.
It does, I mean, they do seem strangely magically preserved, but that's it.
But also, I don't.
Did you do
need to be
detect
disturbing
magic
any
in
of
it?
these corpses?
That's what he's asking me to. If we're taking a few minutes here, I'll initially cast.
Okay, so while the investigation's going on, you guys you ritually cast detect magic.
Yes.
You notice 2 of the suits of armor, and also 2 of the swords are gleaming with a magical aura. I'm not going to try to figure out which damn school it is. So you know that should you guys interfere, I'm going to let you have this one because it's pretty obvious at this point. If you guys disturb the corpses or if you try to take anything in particular, these 2 swords will animate, and so will the 2 suits of armor, and you'll be fighting animated swords and armor. So nothing you guys couldn't handle, but I mean, yeah.
Okay.
With my stone sense, do I see
Good, because
the
my
way
mage
forward
hand is
still?
slowly
Yeah, there
making
is
its
still a way
over
forward,
there.
and you can go up if you continue to follow the gray matter liquid, and then you also sense that the feet are off to your off to the east a ways. If you wanted to go down a different path.
So I will
Does
The rod with the desert glow at all?
The rod doesn't glow, but it's pointing mostly upward and slightly to the east.
Since you was casting ritual, I was going to cast one as well. Commune with nature.
Okay, and what are you asking nature?
The location of one challenge rating 10 or higher creature.
Sorry, what or higher?
10.
10 or higher? Okay.
That is a celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
There are no responses.
Do you?
And then I get 2 other ones.
Okay.
I was going to ask for the location of bodies of water. This is the range of 300 centimeter cave.
There is a constant stream of this gray matter liquid, which registers as water-like, that goes up into the Colossus.
And then
It seems to run through the caves for a while, and then you sense a more artificial path.
Does it travel up?
Well, it's coming down.
Come down somewhere. That's why I was following it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you guys are
prevalent
traveling ahead,
mineral.
I'm going to
What was that?
Most prevalent mineral.
See if there's anything interesting.
Most present.
Most prevalent mineral?
Deal in return. If you
I'm
hear the horn,
Most likely whatever the
I'm gonna say limestone. The mountain's made out of limestone now. Canon.
and I will describe what I see in my brain with the stone sense of by guys, there's an up to the brain stuff, and there's feet over here. I think we should look at the feet. Just saying.
Can I cast Bless on the party while we're all together still?
You could cast Bless on, what level are you casting it at? 4. So you can hit, that's 6 people total? Yep, okay.
no, that's everyone. Because, I mean, I'm not level.
Is that everyone except you?
No, everyone except me. I went ahead.
Yeah,
He can't see you anyway,
Yeah, he can't.
I can't see you.
Yeah,
so he can't bless you.
that's fine.
Like a 30-foot range.
So which way did, Gilbert, which way did you go?
So I've been following the
I would say you overheard Magrum declaring that the feet are that way and up is that way.
up is following the stream, right?
That's what you've been doing.
Funny how I always put it there.
So I'm going to go down the other corridor while they're following the stream, then I'll catch
My
back
little
up.
brother thought.
Okay, so you're going towards where he said the feet were.
Just for a moment, I'll guess he was over there.
Okay. And
Little solo side mission.
you come to a branch that goes north or south.
So it's just a branch?
Yeah, you're going east, and then there's a Y that goes either northeast or south.
I'll go left.
What's that?
I'll go left, whichever way that is.
That would be north.
Yeah, that would be the northeast. So
No, that's up.
no, it's not.
How long does Bless last?
You come to a. Oh yeah, it only lasts a minute, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Anyway, I'll let you retcon the spell if you like. because it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you come to a T intersection. It goes, well, it's a kind of a bent T. It goes directly back to the east, back towards where up was, or it goes to the south.
Okay. So I've gone 2 corridors. I've discovered that yes, it is a warren of sorts. I think what I'm going to do.
Oh, and Magram, your stone cutting ended right after you got that observation. Sorry.
With that, I'm going to be like, okay, cool, and then go back because I've always taken left. But the left now is going to take me
Yep, takes you back to the party, basically.
back to the party anyway. So I'm going to go back and just carry on following them.
The stream.
Just kind of like scoot past the side of them and get back ahead.
Okay, so where is the party going, not knowing anything that Gilbert has just done?
I think we should look at feet.
You have a thing for feet?
Have you ever seen a foot that big? I mean, come on.
I think it's worthwhile to investigate down here before we go up higher.
Do you come back and tell us all that stuff? Like when you come back?
Anyway, so I'm just saying, while I'm gone, as far as you know, I'm following the street.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna follow. Yeah, I mean that's a logical thing. We'll just follow the gooey gray stuff.
No, we should
Nope.
investigate down here first.
So you're either going gooey gray stuff up or feet. And Magram said feet.
Yeah.
There could be stuff down here.
I smell something that way.
So, oh, you smell something that way, do you? Actually, in that
I
case,
probably wouldn't. The hyena might.
yeah. As you guys go, you reach the Y that I told Gilbert about. I'm assuming you figure out where they went and you catch back up with them.
Down the way at the same time. I didn't go that far ahead.
Okay.
There's 2 corners.
Well, there's the option that you're going this way in one corridor while they're coming this way in a different corridor. So,
Yeah.
I'm just assuming that you found the party again. Yeah. I'm not gonna roll for it. It'd be fun though. Anyway, so Magram, you said you smell something, and you take the right at the Y,
Sure.
and you come to an area of the cave that has been walled off with rickety metal sheets.
I see them go, because he's got light on, right?
Yeah.
Big light.
So I see them going that way. I was like, I look around, no one's made any marks in any of the tunnels. I use my piece of charcoal and I do a corner, very subtle, in the bottom edge, where it's like, right, this is the tunnel we came out of.
Okay.
So that we have a line back to the grey ooze.
Okay.
And then I start trotting along behind you all.
All right. So yeah, you guys come to an area that is kind of walled off with a couple of large metal sheets, and there's something on the other side that is growling aggressively.
This might be one of those bears that I think it's the veterans told us about.
Yeah. As I come up behind them, because like 90 feet of movement while I'm trotting down the corridor. As I get there, these metal sheets, are they like floor to ceiling?
Floor to ceiling, and there's
So I can't go over them.
no.
And they're just completely blocking.
Completely blocking, and it looks like in order to whatever's in there, in order to get in or out, like moves one of the sheets to the side,
So these sheets are blocking holes,
blocking the cavern.
So it
Yeah.
looks like there's one that's like a sliding door almost.
No, there's no like. Well, I wouldn't say a sliding door. I would say there is a large metal sheet that looks like it's loose and could be moved.
How big are the footprints this side around this metal sheet that can possibly move?
With your natural investigation, I'm just going to give it to you. They're like that. Maybe a bigger,
Giant.
He could hide in one. He could lay down in one.
long, but
Yeah, they're okay.
yeah, they're very large humanoid, vaguely humanoid shaped footprints.
But it's footprint like boot or footprint like paw?
Footprint like humanoid foot.
So not boot, but big foot.
Yes.
Like a giant colossi.
And some of let's see, give me a Magram. Let's see who else was in the Feywild. Everybody in the Feywild, give me a history check.
Do I hear anything on the other side of these?
5.
If it's
Aggressive
giant,
growling.
I can understand 13.
What's that? You can understand giant?
Yeah.
It's giant,
Okay.
and they're bickering over something.
16.
Excellent.
If your character is in favor.
Is it trapped?
No, it's not trapped. So those of you who were in the Feywild, what was my highest?
15.
15. So with the 15, this looks like the foot of that big, ugly lady that was eating in the dining room.
Oh.
All right.
You killed her.
I'm already seeing if I can fit my little 2-foot frame into this 2.5
Give,
foot
give
frame.
me a sleight of hand for yourself. Yes, a sleight of
Sleight of Gilbert?
a sleight of Gilbert. Yes,
So rolled 15, so 29.
I would say you're able to at least get your head through, and you see 3 very large. They look like they look different a little bit, but you've seen Fomorans before. You speak Giant. I'm going to assume you've got some knowledge. You see 3 Fomorans that seem to be arguing over the corpse of some sort of animal.
Some sort of
Animal.
animal. Okay.
So somebody went hunting and now they're arguing.
That's fine with me. I really want to do the Bilbo thing right now.
But this is a hovel.
I think I speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing interesting in here. You,
Do
at
we
a
know that he's
glance.
doing this?
No.
I wriggled my head back out.
Massey, Gray Squirrel the
No,
Woodchuck,
no,
come
stay
in.
away from
Gray
the door.
Squirrel the Woodchuck, come in.
Give
Now I have a question. Here in this
D8.
world, in this realm, do I mentally reply or do I whisper a reply?
I would say you could like under your breath reply, so it's extremely
These things are
quiet.
pretty loud. I'm assuming I can. I just
Yeah.
wanted to know if I had to
But
out.
so what'd you roll? 5. You hear Nova speaking off in a different direction, and you whisper. So you hear him whispering off in a different direction, whatever it was he said. But the message itself doesn't hit you.
Gray Squirrel the Woodchuck.
So I speak Giant if I happen to hear.
You
whatever
you
they
hear
say.
them arguing over who gets the best piece of the meat, basically.
Just as he's hearing that, I've pulled my head back through. I assume I don't get stuck.
No, you're
Can't
fine.
guarantee
Yeah.
it. Invisible halfling.
Be fun, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I pull back. I just say, okay, nothing in there.
As I accidentally decapitate Gilbert.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about. I was really
Tetanus at least.
Do you want
So-
me to take these guys out?
What do you mean there's something interesting?
There's nothing interesting over there. It's just not for me.
This Giant stalking Giant is what I'm hearing. Giant stalking Giant. Can someone lock the door?
There's no lock of any
If
kind.
anyone has that magical lock, though, right?
Oh God.
I don't have it yet.
I say to everyone, I go,
Doesn't
"Do we
that
think
last
we can get
until
by these guys
dispelled?"
without fighting? Or are we going to go another way?
Yeah, I think so.
You would permanently lock
we
them
need
in
to go
there,
this way.
entombing them forever.
Now, there were no other exits. This was like their home. This was the
Yeah,
entrance.
this is a cul-de-sac where they built their
Chilling
home.
in the
You didn't
heel.
see anything in there.
Yeah.
What's that?
You didn't know there were like chests or bags.
Yeah, Gilbert says there's nothing interesting in there.
So we know if they can come out.
Let's go. We got more important things to worry about than
All right, so with that, Magrum realizes that the smell wasn't the smell of feet; it was the smell of giants.
Yeah.
Smell of meat.
And again, you've got a memory of where to go from your stone cutting.
That'll work too.
So you guys are able to find your way. I didn't say Macon. Anyway, find your way back around the tunnels to the one that you could have gone south and didn't. Magrum leads that way because he had his stone cutting up, and this was within 60 feet, so you saw all this. And basically, he leads you into what looks like some sort of metallic room that is about.
I'd make
Let's
sure
see.
I'm ahead of the party.
Yeah, the area that you can currently see is about.
I risk the trap so that I don't have to do the fight.
Yeah, you don't have a trap here. You do see actually,
can't mess up the money maker.
as you're getting close, you do see a mushroom patch.
Christ, are they purple?
As a farmer,
Let's see.
do I notice anything about these?
Aside from a narrow passage, the 10-foot tall toe section of the Colossus's foot has collapsed. The
Toe stuff.
the oversized skull-shaped mushrooms, pockmark the heap of debris that marks the rough division between the Colossus's interior and the adjacent cave. At a chamber at the far end, motes of dust and debris float in a cylinder of glowing green light that stretches from floor to ceiling, and the cylinder of light continues upward into Landro's leg.
I cast an actin.
You're a tough acting
Do you guys have any foot powder with you?
Yes, Charlie Horse.
That's the calf.
Where's Dr. Show?
All right, so does it?
I'm gonna take a look at those mushrooms.
You're gonna take a look at the mushrooms.
Run over.
All right.
So when you describe the light, is it like poisonous, gassy light? Is that
No,
what you're describing?
just green.
Okay.
I'm already.
I'm going to come up there and give him a hand.
Did you sneak between the mushrooms?
What's that?
You snuck between the sets of mushrooms?
I went over the roof. Spider climb.
Okay.
I don't like the look of the mushroom. Well, technically
You go to the mushrooms though.
I'm just looking at them.
Yep. So and out of the mushrooms pop two shriekers.
Not a surprise. Not what I was thinking. I was thinking very poisonous. But
Let's see. As far as their appearance,
shriekers. Mushrooms that scream.
yeah. So they look like human-sized mushrooms that emit piercing screams to drive off creatures that disturb
They're
them.
mandragora, sure. They're mandragora, but they need to be called something else, so they can monetize advance.
Well, who knows which one came first? I'm not going to judge or
Mandragora did.
or cross the streams either because we're in this universe. Moving on.
I'm going to immediately check every possible
Good
entrance
grief.
to this place.
Sorry.
I'm checking all the entrances to be like, right, what's coming?
Okay.
And I'm on the ceiling. I assume I've made it past the mushrooms by the time we got to it.
You've made it past the mushrooms. The shriekers start shrieking, however. Let's see. So they're shrieking quite loudly. You guys hear noise coming from where the Fomorans were earlier.
Yep.
They're off in the distance still, but you're hearing the noise from them.
Can I stab the shrieker with my fingers?
I mean, if you wanted to kill them, it's just gonna stay there, one way or the other. But yeah.
Oh, I wanted to.
You wanna
stab
attack
it
the
so it
shrieker?
So it stops screaming.
All right. So make an attack. Oh gosh. Okay. I hadn't looked at their stat block before.
21.
21 hits. An armor class of 5.
Do you need the fire damage different?
No, just give it all to me.
20.
20. And actually, your bright light would have triggered them all by itself too. So 20 points of damage. You chop one of the shriekers in half. There's one more shrieker.
Sounds like at the beginning of a grilling season when you put the clean
I hit.
Okay.
19.
19. You kill the other shrieker as well.
No more shrieking.
Somebody burnt some toast.
That's bad. I was going over there to help him check him out. And I'm like,
Are those
Yep.
breaking
No more
up?
screaming.
No more screaming. You don't hear the same urgency of noises from down the corridor, but it does sound like the Fomorans are probably coming down that corridor in the next few minutes.
How big is the entranceway to this cavern?
10 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm getting into the entranceway.
Are you guys going in the tow?
we're going away from the Femoran.
Up the light.
Okay, so you guys are going into the foot
Yes.
Oh, I guess I'll follow them then.
Foot lane?
because they're coming from the other direction.
I know. I thought we were going to fight them.
Oh, do you want to?
No, you guys already got. I'm going with you guys.
Okay.
I'm going to stick around for a little while and see what they're up to.
So you made it into the foot first. Did you investigate the green light at the end of the?
That's what I was heading for when they set off the shriekers.
So you notice that there are things floating in this light. It seems like they're levitating in it. Yeah.
Boats or like actual objects?
Oh, there's a couple of small objects.
Why don't I ever have mage hand? Because a scroll of mage hands is stupid. Damn it.
You can jump.
I can actually. I just get it one side and jump through.
You're gonna jump into the green light.
No, I don't want to. No.
Are you
Please-
letting
please do.
I can send the hyena in
out
there.
and let anybody know what's going on?
You send the hyena
since we
in
don't
there.
See you?
Does it float?
You guys have left.
The hyena, you hear,
We haven't technically left yet.
and the
because we
hyena
were
is
moving.
just kind of idly floating.
If we want to fight him,
Is it
I'll
going
stop.
By the way, Gilbert, you almost got ran over by a hyena.
I'm on the ceiling, remember?
Still,
Is it going up or
it's
just
like
floating?
10-foot ceiling on this one. So,
Sure.
As we're walking, I'm going to tap sound, be like, "Let's go."
so yeah, there's
We'll
now a
turn around.
hyena that is
around.
very confused,
Let's go.
floating in a
Kind of levitate.
weightless environment.
I'm picturing a lava lamp with a hyena.
He gets his he starts getting his
like
bearings,
beach ball
and
at the ball.
he's able to like kind of dog paddle up one side of the tunnel a little bit and make some way, but he's going to need some help.
So when he walked in, he just started floating, or his momentum was arrested.
He started floating when he walked
Yeah,
in.
because with the boots, I get a lot of momentum. I should be able to go through the field.
Well, the field is the entire ankle of the.
entire-
It's the entire ankle
Oh,
of
we don't get to
the
do calculus? Come on.
of the Warforged
Yeah.
of the Colossus. There's no through.
Yeah, but with the boots and the fact that I've got the second story jump, my momentum is something like 50 or 60
Yeah, but
feet.
you'd end on. It's a 10-foot cylinder.
Yeah.
You would be on the far wall for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be able to reach
Easy
the wall
enough.
and push back.
Yeah.
But now that I've seen what happens, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Yep. You are
still
in.
invisible.
It is a 0G tunnel going up, and anybody who enters this with an intelligence above 10.
Above?
Sorry.
At or above?
Well, I think the hyenas.
At or above 10.
That's not.
I'm running with an 11.
There you go.
It went up by one for a
This makes perfect sense because you need to be able to get around this thing when it's walking
100%.
or sitting or whatever it's doing. People who work here need to be able to get around. So yes, there's 0G tubes running through it, and this is one of them.
Can I go over and push it up?
Push your hyena up.
Yeah, just
Yep.
like one arm and then push it.
Yep. And you're now in a 0G environment too?
Did it suck me in with just one hand?
Well, I assumed that you got in
I was
enough to
like-
get
I was
some
like-
leverage.
Like strength.
It starts with that angle. With that angle, it starts moving, but not terribly fast.
Okay.
Spiders.
Where's he going?
And spider climb. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
also got
It's
silk
still
rope.
like
I
halfway
can
in the
just tie
room.
it
It's
and
like,
go up.
I can't reach it anymore.
Okay. So do you?
That's me.
They're weightless, so my strength 8
No, no.
doesn't matter.
Goose the hyena.
The silk rope is invisible because you're holding one end of it. It's equipped.
That's up to you. If you want to have them all side by side.
I'll have it become visible after about 5 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
I just hadn't contemplated that one before.
anyone who's having trouble, I think they can just hang on the rope and I'll walk up the side.
All right. So
Don't
the
eat
rope
fish.
starts uncoiling and going up.
I don't know what
You go up about, let's see, you go up 120 feet before you find the next intersection. And for those of you who are good at directions or things like that, this seems to be about the level of the hips of this large warforged. The 0G leg that you've been going up ends here, and there is an open doorway off to the east that you can enter.
Right, I'm climbing up. I'm grabbing the hyena
I
by
let
the
them float
scruff.
past it, and then I tug them out so they all fall.
It's
to
the
ground.
opening.
This is funny.
Okay, so you purposefully have the silk rope running across the ceiling, so everybody has to fall 5 feet as they enter the room. I like it.
I was going
And by the way, it's a crowded space here because we've only got
Maybe.
There's only
Well, it's a hole in
a total of 10 squares on this map. So
You need an operations, the operation game laid out here.
almost.
It'll be like Tetris.
Don't touch the sides.
In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys what you've discovered so far.
What are we doing?
He's giving us a map.
Ooh, we get part of it. I love seeing this.
Benefit of being in we did.
10 squares wide. We're taking our first one.
The benefit.
So here's what you guys have. Now, you assume there's another leg, but you don't know what's up with it yet.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Oh, that's a bard. I don't need bard stuff.
6. So we're going up L5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. Oh, okay. So
Well, we were in the hips.
Yeah,
and
so
then we came
L5, you're now in L8.
up- might be the starfish.
I planned on
Pass it
using,
around.
yeah, we're there. Then we
I
can go
planned on
there
using
and
the
go back
immovable
down.
rod to help move in this zero-G environment.
Yeah, you're able to like do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with him trying to drop us out of the air.
So you just going to take it. Nice.
Or up into the.
I like it.
I see.
We're in the groin.
Are you sure?
You are in.
Beware the gooch.
Does anybody want to make a gooch check?
Yes.
Don't fall in that hole.
Make a survival check.
Is that my favorite terrain?
It might be.
It might be.
Okay, scan them.
What are we doing? Perception?
Survival.
Or
Survival. This is pathfinding.
Good luck. I have no idea where
Natural
we're
20.
going.
Boom. 25.
You are definitely, if it had a
It was meant
gooch,
to be.
you would be in it. You do also notice to the north there is a spine that seems to be another narrower zero-G environment. There's also a leg that goes downward to the other foot on
I
the other
assume
side.
my previous stone sense perception has run out at this point.
Oh yes, because you've just gone up 120 feet.
So we're in LA,
Comes up
correct?
that elevator. Right, it's a nexus point.
L8,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. We're in that.
Probably won't matter, but
LA.
okay. It gives us information.
Is there an up to look
That's
up?
where we all came in. And
You can look up the spine if you wish.
Yeah.
yes.
As you look up the spine, it looks like it goes up a further a further 40 or 50 feet, and then there seems to be some sort of blockage, but there does appear to be a doorway before the blockage.
So I'm going to burn another stone sense.
Okay. So there is indeed another leg that goes down. You don't know what's at the bottom of it. You can't sense that far. You do sense above you there is so in the abdomen there is an exit from that. Actually, no, you can't.
It's not stone?
You're on metal, yeah.
Oh, the whole thing is metal.
Yeah, the Warforged itself is metal. So you would know not to activate
All right,
that yet.
yeah, never mind then.
So once you get to some stone, you'll remember it. But yeah.
I forgot you said it.
So
was-
any
yeah.
where are you guys gonna go next?
I am going to, at the top of the elevator, I'm going to virtually cast alarm, and I'm going to use my one use of using
Make it faster. Okay, so are you alarming the spine, or are you alarming the leg behind you?
So Maggie, we've got our.
Got it.
You're our highest
So if anything comes up,
plus 6.
And what's the range that it'll alarm you at? Is it long, like a mile or
I
something?
could do enhanced ability on you and that would give you advantage.
Yeah, I'm plus 6. And proficient.
30 feet of me, it's a 24 feet, and then
I can give you Owl's Wisdom and you have
I'm going to do a
advantage.
mental alarm, and
Wisdom stuff.
I'll get a mental ping if I'm within 1 mile of the border.
I thought that was the case. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, you've got a good range on
If we
it.
get back to stone, I'll stone sense.
Yeah, then you
I was reading alarm. I just realized something very funny. The mental alarm says this ping awakens you if you're asleep.
Stop metagaming. All right.
So do we notice anything special in this area though?
What's that?
Looking around, do we notice anything special?
There is another leg that goes down. And there's a spine that goes up.
I think we check the other leg first.
All right. Have fun.
All right, you kick yourself down the leg. It's 0G.
Yeah.
All right. You get down, there's another foot. There seems to be what used to be a door, but it's cracked and broken at the toe end of it. Looks like it could potentially be opened with enough brute force and time, but it would take a while.
Made of.
Stone, in this case.
Does anybody else make it?
I will tell the hyena to
But
stay.
it would take time as well as strength to open this up. It's not just a quick thing.
I will tell the hyena to stay in the gooch.
Are you
I will
looking
also
around?
Go down the leg.
What's
Hyena
that?
stays as I go down.
Okay, you go down the leg as well. Are you looking around the foot?
I'm staying
Okay.
up top. and
Give
I'll
me a
let you
perception
go
check.
in.
All right.
Between everybody.
We'll ding it. Right?
You guys don't find anything down here that's like threatening yet.
So you can get the ding as I go into the spine, as you guys leave.
Magnum, when you get down there, you can see the stone of the mountain out the cracks of this door. So there probably is also some amount of stone, maybe a lot, that needs to be cleared as well, were you to try to go through this door.
So where's the blockage at in the leg? Like at the ankle or like?
Hold on. The toe of the foot.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So your perception check.
10.
Total of 10?
I rolled a 1.
Okay. You don't find anything. Magram, you're going to look around down here?
Yeah, absolutely.
To give me a perception check. What was going on over here?
So while I went down, I went up the spine, her alarm spell. She specifically designated everyone except me, so while she's halfway down the knee, she
Well, you
did
know
the-
he's around.
Yeah, but now I have.
Yeah,
like,
but
a
she
bit
specifically
more
did
of
it.
a-
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I designated everyone to not set off the alarm except him, so that
So you could know where he's at?
Well, but did you set the alarm on the leg you guys came up, right?
It's a 20-foot cube, so I believe I can get this whole
It
area.
would basically be the whole area, right?
You said it was 10 feet around, 15 feet around?
No, the 20-foot cube, so that the distance between the legs is 20 feet. There are little squares there.
So I can.
So the legs are actually, each leg is a 20-foot cube to cover.
Okay, so I'll put it in this middle area. So if anything comes,
In through the middle. Got it.
Yeah. So basically.
So yeah, Gilbert sets it off anytime he enters or
Pops out of
leaves.
the gooch.
14.
So you did. You alarmed the gooch. Sorry.
Tingly feeling.
Sticking your head out like a groundhog.
14. With a 14, you do see off in one corner an interesting looking gem. It doesn't have a luster to it, but it seems like it is somehow related to this giant warforged, and it's just curious to you.
How
I
big
got
is
no
it?
words. I'm like,
It's
no one ever catches me.
thumb-sized,
back down.
All right.
and it when you hold it, being a dwarf, I mean, stone cutting, etc. It seems like it was manufactured, so it's not natural.
What do you got there, man?
It's like a gray thumb-sized gem.
Technically a toe rock. That's the technical term. Have you seen one before?
No.
Is it one of them gems that they glue on the
Help me get
toenails?
this door open, would you?
They pass from the gooch, giant creatures.
You can see that beyond the door there is the stone of the mountain of an unknown thickness. And getting this door open will take some time.
So,
I am MacGuffining you away from the door.
okay, so
It sounds-
this is the open door brick wall gag.
Yes,
Okay.
basically.
Never mind.
You just shook the 8 ball and said signs are pointing to
assuming I do
no.
catch up, slightly chastised
Try
for
again
being
later.
called by the wizard. I got messaged on my way up, and she's like,
So are you going up the spine and she caught you?
And then she messaged me, and I was like, oh, fine, I'll come. All right, I'll wait.
Yeah, and you knew where he was going. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't make her roll?
No, because she knew he was going up the spine.
I'm just messing.
Okay.
Great.
I'm
So
just messing.
we can go back up the leg now and we can
All right.
Of course he did.
So
He went up.
while the hijinks have been going on in the gooch, these guys come back up from the foot. Magram, do you tell the party that you found a little rock?
Oh, cool. I got to show it. Toe rock. Toe rock.
When I get down there, do I see anything? I'm guessing
Is it magic?
What's that?
when I get down there, I do just kind of glance
still
around
have to
because
take magic
everything's a bonus action for me.
Into the crotch or?
No, when I get down to the foot.
Oh yeah,
She
you
told me to
don't
come
find
back.
anything else either. Yep.
You can look later. I just found it. Toe rock.
We'll just
So-
hold on to it. So we
Maybe
so
that's
I
one of
look at
those,
it.
Are you guys going to go up the
You got it
spine?
identified?
What?
Are you going up the spine?
Yes.
Yeah.
If no one else is going to, I'll lead the way.
Is it more floaty stuff?
It is more floaty stuff that is much narrower.
Going up. Yeah, I'm at the front. Again, if people need.
Will a hyena fit?
I'm
Yes,
not,
but just.
It's like 5 feet, I think.
It's 10.
Oh, it's 10? Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Either way, I fit.
Like I've got
But I'm just going to walk up with the rope up for everyone again. If anyone
Okay.
needs to
So the rope appears again. You notice him cross your alarm.
Okay, so there's a blockage and a doorway.
What's that?
There's a blockage and then a doorway.
There's blockage in a doorway, yes. So you guys go all the way up. I'm assuming you don't stop. You go all the way up to the doorway.
I don't stop, but they're at the bottom of a 50-foot rope, so they're at whatever distance they want it to be.
Well, I'm going up it.
Yep. So the rope is there to assist you in your way up as you wish. He's got spider climb, so he's playing little engine that could.
I got 10 intelligence. I know how to
Spider
use this
climb
thing.
and 90 feet of movement.
Yes. I'm interested in the
Yeah, everyone's like,
So
never
you
felt so
you exit the shaft into an armory. No, this is you exit the spinal column, and you are in what appears to be an armory. Across from you, there is a rack with several halberds and 2 halberds and 1 hand crossbow, and a case of 20 bolts. If anybody's interested, feel free.
I already got a halberd.
I'll take those. I'll take the crossbow. Oh, you do crossbow too?
well, I mean, I've got a light crossbow. I haven't got a hand crossbow.
I'll
got a hand
I'll pull out
crossbow.
my halberd and just remind everyone what it's like to have 20 foot of reach with a weapon.
Isn't it a blade?
I have
What was
both.
the other thing?
Oh.
Yeah, you say you're just casually glaving around a
Like, oh, check this out.
a 20 foot by 10 foot room.
Yes, it reaches side to side.
I immediately check for traps.
Everybody roll me a dexterity saving throw.
He's not raging. He doesn't have 20 feet. He only has 10 feet.
No, I still have it.
You have it even when you're not raging? Oh, that's crazy.
I check for traps, so I'm doing that while this is happening. That's my bonus action.
Okay.
20. 12.
Anybody got under a 10?
No one can hide from me.
You take 1 point of damage as the halberd butt slams into you.
Do I have advantage because invisible?
Whoops.
No, this is just this is random, yeah.
Then I rolled a 4.
You also take 1 point of damage as the butt
a
of
dexterity
the
saving throw.
halberd hits you.
I feel like
I've only got a plus
I
one.
feel 2 knocks on it. It's like, oh, there he is.
You can use your action to
Oh, wait,
turn
no, I
it
got plus 11.
turn it to 0.
Oh, so 15.
Oh, you're fine.
I only rolled a 4.
Yeah, you're fine.
For some reason, I was only adding my modifier.
Watch where
Not,
you're swinging that thing, Magro.
I'm just showing you, long weapons are cool.
Show the other guys.
I showed everybody.
Everybody looks at Magrum like, yes, you did.
Bad guys, man.
was,
Bad guys.
was there
I'll
traps?
show them.
No, there's no
Seen
traps.
that before.
You do notice off to the west, there appears to, by the way, the gray matter stream is coming down the spinal column past the rubble and then running off to the west into the caverns.
Is it a trickle
There-
at this point or like a stream?
It's not very much of a stream,
Is it
no
just
matter how far you
consistent-
get.
Is it just consistent from
Yeah.
everywhere we've
Because, I
seen
mean,
it?
honestly, if the hyena barely fit in that thing, it probably got rubbed up against it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
So
it didn't drink any, right?
No.
Okay.
at this
Look
point,
at
I would
his
like to use my
paws.
Wand of Secrets again.
What's that?
Wand of Secrets again.
There are no secret doors. Nope.
Good call.
No doors, no secret doors or traps within 60 feet of us.
Correct.
I will point out my passive
You're only
investigation.
remember you're only in the abdomen of this thing, so there's potential later. But
I don't know that. I don't even know if you're with us.
No, I'm letting the GM know.
so let me keep describing where we are,
No, we
guys.
think there's just stone behind it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
So the stream runs into and through a workshop to the left, and there's what appears to be a dormitory to the right.
How big are the beds?
Normal human sized, and there appears to be somebody laying on one of the beds.
Live?
Goldilocks, a bear?
Sleeping.
Like we can audibly hear them
human
like, sleeping and breathing?
No audible snoring, but they seem to be breathing.
I will take whatever weapons, money, and/or interesting objects
You go into
that
the
are
room?
on or around the bed.
I'm right behind
All
you.
right. Everybody going into the bedroom, going into the dormitory. Who's that? Give me.
My bonus action is, as always, investigate as I go.
Right, gotcha. But give me raise of hands. Everybody going into the dormitory.
I don't think
All
I
right.
would
So
have
just the three of you, or Max?
Front door, basically.
Okay. So you don't cross the threshold. Okay. Those of you who actually went in, I need
Cast bardic
you.
inspiration on myself too.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, I don't think you can inspire yourself.
No, you can do it to other people, but not yourself.
That's the one thing about bards. You can't
Yep.
inspire yourself.
Just need 2 bars.
If you could inspire yourself, you'd be inspired all the
I
time.
would yes.
That's what your other skills
Yes.
reflect. That
That's why
yes,
you have 2 bards in a party.
yes. So
Actually, I tried to cast
anyway,
guidance
come on, guys.
because I lost that spell from whenever
DC
I was, who I was
13.
before. That's what I was trying to do.
DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Is it poison?
It is not poison.
Damn, I'd rather have advantage.
Wow. I rolled
20!
Will do.
15.
I failed.
You failed.
I rolled a 1.
All right.
This is not falling off.
And you rolled a 1. Okay. And you rolled a 15? All right. So the two of you are fine. As Gilbert, you start sneaking over to the
I just followed
sleeping
him.
body.
I don't think I need to.
You feel sleepy all of a sudden. There's a comfy bed right there. You go lay down. And does Sal snore?
He probably would.
I can
Sal
only
starts
imagine.
snoring.
I pull a rag out and I put it over his mouth.
You put a rag over his. Wow, that got dark really quick.
So I go through his pocket.
So he would stop snoring.
You're gonna find a lot.
How big is this room again? How big is the door?
It's a 10-foot. No, it's a 5-foot doorway. There's a 5-foot doorway on the south and a 5-foot doorway on the north.
But the room itself is 20 by 10.
The room itself. No, this is the quarters we're talking about now. They are 15 square. Sorry, 15 by 20.
And the room on the other side that I stayed in, how big is that?
I don't know how that works.
It is 10 feet wide and 20 feet tall, if you will.
It's got to be high, yeah. Mine is nothing.
I don't feel like giving out little tiny scraps of maps, so I'll wait till you guys have done a little more.
Fair enough.
So anyway, as you go to investigate this person, you go to reach into pockets, which you're very good at.
Yes.
And you touch what you expected to be fabric as you were reaching in, very lightly, of course.
Yeah.
And your hand goes through that fabric.
I immediately disbelieve.
You immediately disbelieve.
I immediately disbelieve. I assume if it's going through, whoops. If it's going through, it's like an illusion, basically.
It is not an illusion. In fact, you just woke up the ghost.
I'm just not touching anything. Okay, so it just feels cold.
It does. It feels cold. She sits up. She looks directly at Nova because she doesn't notice you.
Right, but I noticed her reaction, so I know he's messing with he's doing.
You
something.
assumed, yeah,
He
probably.
did, yeah. 'Cause Rogue's gonna rogue.
Hello, my name is Alamar Vatashi. I overslept, it seems. Who are you?
We are just a bunch of travelers. We're just moving along the way on a mission, and we just came upon you. Is there anything that you require? Anything you need?
Oh, I'm far too tired for any of this, but if you wet willying Sal,
Let's see if I wake them up.
give me a d20 roll. Give me a d20 roll.
15.
Nope, 15.
Your wet willy equals his ability to resist a wet
I have a
willy,
helmet on.
but beats it. You start waking up, which is good because you failed by enough that you would have been asleep for an hour if nobody had woken you up.
Oh wow!
I would assume that nobody would.
So I'm very polite greeter.
All right, so-
we mean no trouble. We're just
Light
traveling
halfling
through.
snicker.
No trouble while he's
As the hijinks are happening in the background, she's She does seem to be very tired. And I'm a Kalishtar. We are bound to dream spirits known as the Korai, and I am entirely too tired to answer questions, etc. But if you'd like, I can show you my dream. And she holds out a hand.
Absolutely.
You touch her hand?
Yes.
Okay. As you touch her hand, you are immediately pulled through time and space, as if through the eyes of a soaring bird. You see a titanic stone statue standing amid a circle of glowing sigils. A dozen robed figures as small as ants stand around the circle and murmur arcane words, their heads bowed in concentration. Impossibly, the stone colossus begins to levitate. As silvery light swirls around the colossus, the ground quakes, breaking the mage's focus. As a wave, a curtain of mist blasts through your vision, the colossus is hurled into a mountain where it is buried in the crumbling stone, surrounded by shifting mountains and sickly gray clouds. Years pass in rapid succession while the colossus stands like a stone sentinel, stuck inside the craggy mountains. You do see, just before the dream ends, this same person that you're looking at, still asleep in her quarters, here inside the stone colossus. She slept in too late and was here when the day of mourning happened and Landro was thrown into the mountain.
Am I okay?
You're okay. You also get to gain the benefits of a short rest. It seemed like this was about an hour and a half to 2 hours that you were gone. But to those of you in the room, you're still it's like you're mid willy when it happened. Yeah, exactly.
So when I come out, do I come out like shocked? I
don't know. You just had a vision.
I'm trying to comprehend it. Like I'm having this vision. So I come out and I'm kind of blank stared for a minute. And I just had the craziest dream, and I just told everybody what happened. And I'm still, as I'm speaking it and telling it, like, does the ghost, is she acting any differently?
I could offer my dream to anyone else, but besides that, I'm going to go back to bed.
Thank you, my lady, and I step away.
I'd like to see that.
Okay, so you come into the room. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
You don't know what the red thing's going to do till you push it.
Am I awake at this point?
You're just waking up. Yeah. You're fine. Okay. You also touch her hand. You see that entire vision exactly the same, and you also get the benefits of a long rest. Short rest.
I don't know. I'm feeling a little tired still. I could do that.
Okay, you touch her hand, you see a vision, you get a short rest.
Magnum walks in and says, why is everyone touching a ghost?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I walk through the room. If you head falling asleep, I would just go down to the alarm and be like, ding, ding,
That would have
15?
15? With a 15, you're fine.
and you would have had
And you touch the ghost, do you touch the ghost hand?
I just come in because I just like see everyone
Poking a ghost, yeah.
What's going on here? Why are we touching a ghost?
Do you do it?
No, I'm asking the question.
Okay. Does anybody respond to Magrum?
It's quite refreshing actually. A little scary, but very refreshing.
Is there anything under her bed?
Nope.
Is there anything else in the room?
I hold the
Very
finger out.
Spartan quarters.
And there's no body like she's lifting up from.
No.
That's weird. Corpses are usually around when these ghosts.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird.
Yeah. It's weird.
Kalishtar are weird though, so.
Could have dissolved, I guess,
Yeah.
maybe.
All right, so you touch, you get a short rest.
Holy smokes.
And a vision that blows Magrum's mind. So.
I get no benefit from a short rest whatsoever. I'm not.
How are you tired?
Okay, I'm going back to bed now.
Are there any artifacts nearby?
What's that?
Are there any artifacts nearby?
I don't know. I just work here.
She said she was too tired to answer questions. So.
Yeah, so that's all you get from her is that vision.
So anything else of interest in the room?
Investigate.
Nope.
Okay.
There's multiple beds, but it's otherwise Spartan quarters. And to Gilbert's point earlier, there's no body for whatever reason. But yeah, so just background, Kalishtar are a race who have bonded, their ancestors bonded with a dream spirit. There's just like there's a plane of fire in most D&D environments, there's like a plane of dreams. And there's actually a war on another continent right now between people that are possessed or connected to bad dream spirits and those that are connected to good dream
I
spirits.
searched the bed.
So.
Does she have a lightsaber? This sounds like a Jedi.
Nope, no lightsaber, sorry.
Anyone else reading the Rhythm of War right now?
You find a tube, you point it at your face, you push the button.
He's used to pushing buttons on weapons.
I'm still surprised that Luke didn't, I mean, they could have just rolled credits right after that.
Yeah, that would have been great.
So, all right. So that was the quarters. I'm going to assume that you guys get tired of, pun not intended, of being in there, and eventually find your way over to the workshop.
Yes, no, I definitely skip over that.
Which, if anybody has proficiency in tinker tools or wood carving tools and doesn't have a set, they can collect a set of them here.
I'll collect the set anyway.
Okay.
So
One of each.
I just remembered.
1 minute of work.
So I have proficiency in.
But they're mundane, so they don't spread among the party. Just Gilbert gets them unless he gives them to somebody else.
So I have proficiency in wood carving tools.
Okay.
I've been forgetting to mention this entire time. That vampire lady that tricked us way back in Shadowfell.
There
Oh,
would
yeah.
happen to be an extra set of thieves
Once I got back,
around with you.
I carved a stake for
You can
her.
always use it back.
Okay.
And
It's ready just in case.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only got one.
I think that's actually an inventory item too. I think wooden stake might be available. I'm not sure.
Would there happen to be any thieves' tools laying around?
Nope, no thieves' tools. There is, however, a large vat in one corner that seems to contain some sort of liquid, maybe, and it has a spigot on it.
Can we see into it, or is it just?
No, it's a large metal vat.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum. Is it hot or cold?
Gonna
Room temperature.
Fill the side.
knock on the side. Does it sound hollow or?
Oh yeah. Tung, 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 tung.
You knock near the top. Ding, 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 ding.
Tankard.
Dum, dum, dum,
Tankard,
dum,
a little-
dum, dum.
I'd say is there
And then
a
just
cup?
kind of give. I'm gonna pour a little bit.
Okay,
in
so
my-
you
And I'm just gonna.
open the spigot.
Yeah.
About a handful of some sort of gray paste comes out, settles in the bottom of your tankard, and it automatically closes after that.
Is this workhorse food?
Does it transform in anything, or is it just?
Just
is
paste.
it similar to the goo in the
It
river?
once was
Give me an Arcana check,
It's thermal paste.
or it might be.
It sounds like it.
I mean, it's a lot, so it's going to have a big CPU.
17,
Yeah.
Someone's keeping
28.
circuits going.
28. Why are you whining?
No, I just. Arcana is one of my weaker.
This appears to be something that can be used to give any sort of construct temporary hit points.
Okay, I have another empty vial.
Does anybody?
Can I put some of it?
It also seems to have a shelf life of 1 minute after it's out of the
It
vat.
evaporates.
What
Does anybody have a construct in this party?
No, but I can.
Yeah. Because did you? Yeah.
So what?
All right. So what are you doing? Are you
Well,
summoning a
that's the thing.
homunculus?
If you put it in a vial and close the lid, does
Nope.
it'll just
It expires in 1 minute.
Well, wait, is it like a container?
No, it's like a paste that came out of this vat. While it's in the vat, it keeps forever.
How big's the vat?
Once it comes out of the vat, it's good for 1 minute.
Yeah. How big's the vat?
There are 2 more doses available in the vat.
How big is it?
How big is the vat itself? Can it fit in a bag of holding?
Hold it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it?
It is built into the wall of the chamber and MacGuffined there very, very tightly.
I happen to have a
Well,
set
I
of
had to
tinker's tools.
ask.
It is a good question.
Yes.
Sorry,
I do have a
What's that?
what does it do to constructs?
It gives me 10 temporary hit
We've all
points.
got a bag of holes. Yeah.
We were pulled together us with actually Warforged.
Yes,
I traded the
That is true.
thing for it.
I traded some amulet before.
It is sitting here waiting for an artificer, and you guys don't have one. So
That's fine.
yeah.
We can come back to it unless Lilith has something now that she wants to.
Yeah, did you want to summon something
I
mechanical,
look
or are you
at you
good?
and I'm like, you got a robot?
Okay. So there's one more way to go out of
I
the.
can, but it only lasts for an hour.
Is his name Willie? No?
We already have a Willy.
I have a Willy, but it's really got nothing to do with the table.
The golden.
There are too many willies swinging around.
There are. Yep. Better
Moving
watch
on.
out. Magram swinging his Willie around.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't say it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on, boys and girls.
Let the
White
bard
liquid.
say it.
We're in its prime.
Girl over here, she's like,
So, do you guys venture out into the caverns?
If there's nothing else of interest.
Yes.
There's nothing else of interest.
Yes.
Magram, as you approach the caverns, I'm assuming you start doing the stone cutting.
oh yeah, cavern of stone. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I do.
All right.
I just
What do I see?
With your dwarven eyes. Let's see. There are tunnels that go forward generally, as well as a few side passages. There is a way further up, as well as one that goes down at the kind of the far west end of this set of caverns.
rod.
What?
The rod.
Oh, okay. It still points to the head.
Still yeah.
Yep.
So the part that goes down, does that have the fluid flowing down it?
Yes.
Okay. So
Well,
that's-
it will. You don't know
well, sure.
yet, but
That's probably where
It would.
It connects to
There's
the
a
first
water
one.
slide over.
or actually,
Goo slide.
no. I spoke too soon. That's not the path it takes. It takes a different one. Apparently,
There's a dry slide over here.
this doesn't make any sense.
Does not sound fun.
Get your burlap sacks out.
They labeled the up and the down wrong on this middle level of the map. That's great. Okay, yes, that is the way it goes.
Casting the hands abilities.
However, as you guys start moving out into the cavern, the first thing that you notice is not the cavern itself, it is another ghost who appears at the far side of the cavern, runs towards you, says, "Please, I must find my friends," and then runs on towards the Colossus where it vanishes.
Like where we just
Are we
came from.
gooed?
About 20 seconds later,
Slime?
the ghost appears at the far end of the cavern again, rushes towards you, doesn't appear to recognize you at all. "Please, I must find my friends," and runs towards the
I
Warforged
look
where it
around, I go, it's
vanishes.
Groundhog's Day.
Do I sense any hidden passages where it's trying to run through?
No, there are no hidden passages there.
Or does it just run and disappear?
It runs towards the Warforged,
out, yeah.
and then it vanishes.
So it runs
So
towards
it's
where we
going
came
through-
from.
And it
Loop.
appears from nowhere as well, yes.
Are there any
It just
other
basically comes out the wall.
Yeah.
objects in here that would like show the passing of time that seem to be resetting, like water dripping?
Nope.
Or
Everything else is normal.
No cat.
Dry.
But every 20 or 30 seconds, the same ghost appears,
that's
does
weird.
interact with you guys, obviously can perceive you guys, but then continues on.
So when you say he runs towards the Warforged, he's running towards where we came from.
The Colossus, yes, where you came from, yep.
I want to go back to see where he disappears.
Just right at the kind of the threshold of where the Colossus starts.
if I touch it when it runs by, do I get a memory?
No.
They touch it and it just goes through you. Basically.
Please, you must help me find my friends.
Will help.
Try the bedroom.
Please, you must help me find my friends.
All right, I'm gonna walk towards where he's appearing from.
Okay.
It's further down the cavern.
What does the ghost look like?
He is wearing, good to ask, the same exact uniform that you saw in the graveyard below.
Is he wearing the same
Please,
stuff as the
you
lady
must-
that I...
No.
The ghost that I interacted with?
No,
No. Okay.
no, the bodies that you found below that were strangely preserved.
Yeah.
He's wearing that uniform.
Oh, okay.
So he's
Yeah.
human?
Yes.
Okay.
Please,
So-
you must help me find my friends.
What's your name?
I look at them, I'm like...
He just keeps
I look
on.
at you, and I'm like, is this some sort of program memory, like a
We didn't
stone or
grab that,
something? Like, is it like something like that? Because I know they have.
This is such a simple puzzle.
Yeah, I know.
Please, you must help me find my friends. As he runs by again.
They're this.
Say anything, does it?
Is it interacting with us at all?
Just that interaction, and then it runs past.
So if we speak to it,
So far, it's just been pretty much ignoring what you've said.
They're down there.
Do you
We
point?
open the door.
Yes.
He looks directly at you. Really? Down
Yes.
there? And he
bottom.
changes direction, runs off, and you don't see him again.
way to go, man.
I pointed. Yay.
We'll have to
Good
check
job,
those
buddy.
bodies when we.
Roll me a just straight intelligence check.
I was like, this is.
You rolled well.
Choose wisely.
-1, yeah.
Actually, it should be +0 because of the luck stone.
Well, it says -1.
Oh yeah, yeah.
16.
16? Yeah, oh yeah, that's great for you. You figure out that you solved the puzzle, and you have put this soul to rest.
I look over at him. I go. Those poo books are helping out a lot,
Oh,
buddy.
I mean, the one time Pooh got stuck in a tree after he was going after honey, H-U-N-Y. Don't
Yeah.
ask me how I know how to spell that.
One of the only words.
I'm not sure.
I don't have that trouble with honey, but
I'll-
milk
I'll
sometimes.
trust you.
Anyway, he pointed to rabbit. There's a rabbit.
Yeah.
Can I talk about a rabbit? There's a rabbit. And a donkey. Guys, you gotta read these books. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of foreign literature.
As you guys
Look at the
continue
big
past this
brain on
room, the next
mag.
thing you come upon is a pool where the gray liquid has been gathering in a kind of a depression in the floor before continuing on in a different direction. And in this pool, there are a bunch of really small pieces of what appears to be dragon shard. So the same stuff you saw encrusted on the outside of the docent. This is a material that's unique to Eberron, but it is magical, you've gathered. So,
Is
yeah.
this where it's originating from?
No, this is just a collection point. It's a pool about 25 feet in one direction and 15 feet in another, kind of oblong shape.
Okay.
And they're
Mage hand,
okay.
try to put up one of the shards.
Little teeny tiny shard of dragon shard. It doesn't seem, with your level of arcana that you have, it doesn't seem like it'd be useful for much
Still might
by
be useful.
itself.
Are there more?
There are thousands of little shards, but they're already broken, and their magical potency has been massively diminished. But whatever is going on in this pool is, again, with your arcana, this would appear to be whatever it is here, maybe to be interacted with. And it isn't something that you could extract magic from necessarily.
Did you pick that up with your mage hand?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do the same.
you get a little
I do
tiny
the same,
shard.
and I wrap it in a piece of paper
So
Okay,
and put it in my.
the ghost
pouch.
that was in the hallway disappeared.
useless shard of
Yes.
useless piece of dragon shard. Yep.
So
in the
the ghost
location.
in the hallway disappeared once we put it to rest.
Yep.
Did the sleeping lady disappear as well?
You don't know, unless you want to go back and look.
Oh, okay. So by the time we left, she did disappear.
No, she just went back to sleep.
Yeah, she just went back to sleep, and we left the room.
And you did pick up that she had her own drama that was different.
Yeah, she is a Kalistar, so.
Can I cast Fabricate?
If you want.
Try to form, like, can I use my mage hand and scoop up a bunch of shards, as many as I can get, and cast Fabricate to kind of, like I'm compressing it.
Before you cast the spell, let me give you a chance to do an actual Arcana check against this pool. Gilbert, since you're here and you investigate everything all the time,
Hey, always.
you
Bonus action.
you investigated around the pool.
Yeah.
Give me the number.
26.
Okay, that'll be sufficient.
29.
I'm doing
29.
Natural 20 on a perception check
Perception check. Okay, yeah, you look around. You
for
don't.
a 30.
You notice you and Gilbert both notice the hilt of a weapon whose blade seems to have mostly dissolved. It seems like a mundane weapon. You also, again, that was a ridiculous number. So you also notice the blade laying on the ground, and it seems that this pool has an effect on mundane weapons, should they be dipped into it.
Okay.
But it does seem like it stays here.
Like a what? Like a good effect?
I don't know. You want to find out?
Is your detect magic still up and running?
Did someone grab the
it's not? Okay.
weapons from the armory?
Yeah, no, I've got the hand crossbow and what was the other thing?
Two halberds.
Halberds.
The halberds. The halberds I don't care about.
I would have grabbed the halberd.
Okay, you got the halberds. Yeah, so
I
I'm
would-
gonna take
So-
just a dagger.
you're gonna take a dagger and dip it in it.
Yeah.
crossbow bolt.
Okay.
I'll take those from you.
I don't think I have any non.
Give me a d6 roll.
I have it just in case I run out of spells. That's the
Can I get a water,
Nice.
please?
Water?
Let's go. One.
I'll take both of them.
With a 1. The blade of the dagger rapidly dissolves towards your hand, and you have to let go of the dagger as the weapon is destroyed.
Yeah,
You tried a crossbow bolt?
I was going to test it with a crossbow, but I've seen that.
Yep.
Crossbow bolt.
Yep. Give me a d6 roll.
I'm another dagger.
And by the way, about a quarter of the energy in the pool seems to have dissipated doing that.
6.
With a 6,
Okay, hold up.
you now have a second dowsing rod that kind of seeks this gray matter pool and also emits a high-pitched hum while it's within 30 feet of gray matter.
So all the time, because we're basically following a
Yeah,
stream.
because we're following the stream.
Yeah.
But I just look at it like, what the hell? Everyone else just hears whiny hum. Because it's all
Yep, constant. It's like a old fax.
So it's doing different things. Or at least two different things.
And it seems like another quarter of the potency of the pool has dissipated.
Okay. So are we going to continue following the stream?
Is anybody going to poke something?
I'll stick a javelin in there.
You stick a javelin in it. Give me a d6 roll.
sticking stuff in. I think 3 objects is a good test.
Yeah,
Did I cast fabricate?
I'm good.
Would that have
I rolled
done?
1.
Oh, in the
rolled
pool?
6,
Yeah.
Middle.
It would be useless.
There's only
I
certain
had
things
6,
I stick
so
stuff
another
into.
dowsing
So you did not cast
Checking
fabricate.
first. And
You figured it out before that.
great,
What
great,
was that?
great
6,
gooey
so no
matter
dowsing
isn't
rod.
one.
A 6. You have another a gray matter
I have my
dowsing rod.
standard-
Give
I have
me
my standards.
both of you. Give me a d20 roll.
10.
1, again.
Yay!
With a 10 and a 1. They are not in tune with each other. There's now a discordant dual humming happening.
I'm just gonna drop the javelin in there.
You're just going to leave the javelin in the pool? Okay.
Good call. Good call.
Anybody
I look
else
over
trying?
to you. I look over to
It
you.
is.
Are you
Looks like
doing the
there's
same?
one charge left, by the way, in the pool.
I don't think we need a humming
It,
beacon.
it looks like the pool has almost dissipated its energy, but it has a little bit
Can
more.
I stick my trident in there? What are they sticking in there?
You stick your trident in there,
What are they sticking?
which is
I'll let 'em do
magical.
it. Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to put my sling in there. It's completely non
Nothing happened.
Okay.
I'm just like, cool, I want to see what this does.
All right. Give me a d6 roll.
I was gonna ask if anyone had any arrows.
That's what I've been putting in there with the
Yeah,
first
he
one.
put
I
a
keep
crossbow
going
bolt
6.
in first.
Oh, this is a 1.
That's a 1.
Yeah. Come on.
Had 2
Destroyed.
1s and 2 6s.
Now you have to buy another one for 5 copper or
I've been
whatever.
using the crossbow anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, yep, that's
I've taken
it
still-
now
I
seems
have
to have
another
darkened completely and is out of energy.
Way to go! We killed the brown.
The-
the
the-
great gooey
The
stuff.
best outcome is 3 to 4. The item gains a cosmetic defect such as discoloration, mild warping, or mysterious engravings.
Oh my.
That's like
mysterious
the
engravings is awesome.
that's
Yeah.
the most interesting
Just
one.
patinaed it.
Actually, so somebody dipped a longbow in there yesterday, in the other adventure, and the party decided that the mystery runes that appeared on it said, "This is a bow,"
You can read them.
but it looked
It's a
cool.
pool of identify.
So, anyway,
Okay.
Like in a Chinese tattoo that says, fried rice.
it's a bow of self-knowledge. Anyway,
Are we? We're continuing to follow the.
I'm assuming there's
Yes.
only really one way forward. So.
Oh, I can't do that on a.
Killed it
Because you've got a human
Killed
sword.
the goo.
got
What
a
happened
tumor
to
sauce
her?
with
She
that.
passed stuff.
As you guys
That's what started the
I don't-
decomposition.
So chicken
Continue.
because we would have done that.
You see an area off to one side that seems to have a pile of leather scraps, broken bones, and sludgy offal in a corner of this cave.
What does my sense tell me?
Nesting in this nauseating pile is a monstrous beast that resembles a bear with 3 long, fleshy tentacles sprouting from its skull. Each tentacle is topped with a glowing, knobby lump of flesh.
And this is dead? Or
It's
alive?
sleeping.
Sleeping?
It's
Sneak attack.
okay. Roll your sneak attack.
Bless on everybody. Let's start seeing.
Everybody else roll initiative because we're going to need it.
I don't want to be whatever the fuck this is. I crit.
You crit?
I crit.
That's awesome. Let's see.
I'm stealth, so
I got a
get
23.
advantage.
21.
Wait, hold on.
No, you crit on the attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
I'm
the
just
damage
thinking
on the
it's a
attack?
crossbow. It's a D8, right? I don't need a D6.
Heavy crossbow?
Light crossbow.
Light crossbow, 8,
Heavy
yes.
crossbow is D10.
Yeah, I like Steve.
Actually, is it a D6 for light crossbow?
Not,
Somebody look it up. Let's be
I'll
sure.
look it up.
No, that's hand
I got it on my
crossbow.
other.
Hand crossbow is a
Hand
6.
crossbow's a
Okay,
6.
got it.
Oh, which I have in my back pocket, but
Yeah.
I didn't use.
Oh yeah.
You had a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
You take your time.
it's
I
it's
could
crazy.
have. Okay, I'll do that. There's my crossbow damage. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my crossbow damage. I use the barrel. I'll take that. So that's 10, 20, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 37,
74.
74, plus 6. No, plus 5, sorry.
79.
79.
Holy.
I was like, I don't like the look of that thing.
Well, so much
I'm-
for initiative.
All right. You have damaged it.
Oh, I like it.
As with a roar,
Something like that.
it suddenly comes to wakefulness,
Yes.
and its mate appears from behind it.
Oh, they were mating. This is like that.
They weren't actively mating.
It's like that thing in Baldur's Gate.
That's what I'm saying. That's when that's
No,
when
well, yeah, it is a bugbear and a troll. Yeah,
see, it's great. It's
yeah,
great for a minute.
that.
I know.
Sorry, no, it is an ogre.
Combat. So,
Bertie or whatever her name is.
Oh, that's right. She's an ogre.
Oh, I
open
just
the
noticed
door.
that you're putting
Open
it
the
that
door.
good. Can I get you to put it over here?
that's why I was.
I don't know how much it's blocking. We'll find out.
Who's that?
It'll
Greg
look like it's like a
Olsen
barrel on the camera because it's so close. It's fine.
playing? We got to
Yeah, I
start
know.
over now.
That's right. We got to start over. Go back to. No.
All right. Everybody forget what you learned.
Gotta make sure our
was
die
talked
roll the
about,
exact
so-
same numbers.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Use your loaded dice,
We might be here a while.
and everybody be sure to follow the script this time. All right. Anyway,
No, you told us not to. Not to say anything about the script.
What is going on?
Hush.
anyway. So, who has an initiative above 20?
Whenever we're at our first con, we can tell the story.
So,
how we
top
found the script.
highest number.
26.
21.
23.
26 for Gilbert. Sorry, who's next?
Sal.
23.
23 for
And then-
Sal.
And then Nova.
21.
21 for Nova.
Were either of the two are creating their initiative?
No, I kind of want to. What did you get actually?
I got 18.
I'll swap with Max.
Okay. So we got Max. And 18 for Max?
23 for Max.
For-
18 for me. Yes.
Right. That's for Sal. Yep. All right. Anybody else 20 to 15? Okay.
Who's left?
10 to 15?
12.
13.
That's not bad.
13?
Good job. Good job, all.
What's your dex?
Battle of the Casters.
I'm sure you probably are better.
Nah,
Oh, do we have two 13s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
So that's plus.
1.
1.
Okay, I'm plus
I got
2.
plus 1. Okay.
Plus 2. Okay, so Lilith,
Then Willie.
And
Then
then me, yeah.
And then
13 Willie. And who's batting cleanup? Bagroom?
And my hyena goes right behind me.
do you have the thing pulled up?
Yeah.
The current version with the links?
Yeah, I downloaded them.
Okay, nice.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
Yep. You got that right.
All right, Gilbert. Gilbert, lead us off. Even though you just made a sneak attack, you got smash an initiative.
Rogue and Gunner.
Yes, I did. Is there any particular, like one in front of us that I just sneak attacked, and one came in behind?
No, the one
Behind it.
the one that you hit was concealing the other one behind it because they were
Okay.
both snuggled up in a pile.
That's fine. I can still stealth behind everyone else in the party.
Yep.
No one else is close to it yet, though, are they?
No, everybody's about 30 feet away at this stage.
Okay.
And I think we can do this one theater of the mind, but if we need to draw a map, we'll
No, that's
bring it
fine.
in.
I just wanted to
Yep.
make sure I knew where it was.
Yep.
With that question in mind, who was? What,
I was right after you.
so I'm going to switch with him so he goes first. Sorry, that was just we hadn't finished calling it all out.
I will allow it this time. Next time I won't.
Yeah, no. I was just,
So
waiting for
Max,
everyone to sort it out.
then Gilbert.
Switcheroo.
I've got to find out who's going late, but I want to be not last. But I need you to charge first, so I get sneak attack and then.
That's why I brought it up in the first place.
Okay, so it's going to be Max, then Gilbert, then Nova. Okay.
Sorry, I was just waiting.
Well, then
till we
wouldn't
all
you
finished.
say where you're at?
So Max.
Yes.
Okay. So he's
Max, lead us off. No,
I'm still at 18. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
it's already written down. I'm not crossing it out again.
I know. That's what I was saying.
paper.
I can switch with people. I don't want to.
Wolf Rage, charging in, going to attack the one that was already attacked.
Okay.
Reckless on the first one. 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Like crossbow does slow, yes.
What's a hand crossbow?
I think it's Nick.
I don't have one in my offense.
Which would make sense.
A light crossbow? What's a light crossbow?
27
Light
damage on the first
crossbow's
hit.
1d8 plus 3.
27.
Yeah.
If you're mastery, you do slow. Yeah.
Hand crossbow is Vex.
Vex, okay. 27. Yeah, oh, bad math. Got it. Okay, we're already in triple digits.
And then brutal for the other one.
Okay. And I'm going to assume that you got into melee range of both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 does hit.
That one will be the advantage or disadvantage on the saving throws for the effect.
Okay. Sap, got it.
And same one as well.
It's a brutal attack. It has disadvantage on the next saving throw.
I'm going to savage attack with that. Uh, 24.
24, okay.
That is my turn.
So, two of you have attacked. We're 140 damage in. So, it is
Bloody?
I don't think I have it right now.
Almost?
I'm doing math, sorry guys. It is close to bloody. Okay. That brings us to Gilbert. The damaged one? Okay.
Tactics as well.
Yeah, you got
18
advantage.
plus
Yep,
whatever.
hits. Armor class is 15 on these guys.
No, no issue.
Just natural armor.
D6? No, crossbow's D8.
Yeah, you're correct.
Light crossbows D8, hand crossbows D6.
I was hand crossbow. No magical effect or anything? Isn't it?
Hand crossbow is only 20, 30 feet short range. It's pretty short range.
Well, you said we were 30 feet away from
Yeah, I know, but I thought you scuttered back. Anyway,
it. I haven't yet.
all right,
so
you're going to
I've
shoot from within 20 feet. You're good. Okay.
Yeah, light crossbow's 8320.
2, 2, 3.
I think hand is like 20, 40 or 20 or 30, 60.
3060.
Okay.
33 plus 5. 30. Unless it has a magical bonus.
No, it doesn't.
That's right. Neither does my
It doesn't have that. Oh, that's interesting. So how much was it total?
30. 38.
38, yeah.
38? Okay.
Thank you for doing the math. I forgot. I remembered the plus 5.
Yep. All right, cool.
I will then.
Anything else,
I will
Gilbert?
then stealth after dancing behind the rest of the party to get cover.
Okay. I'm just
Now,
going to...
now I skitter back.
Now you skitter backwards. Okay. Nova.
Okay.
Pretty much. Although I do not have. Actually, no, I do at the moment.
I'm going. How far away? We're 30 feet away?
About 30 feet, yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
Except for Max, who's right there in
I'm
its
just going to
grill.
move up like 5 feet, and
Okay.
I'm going to cast. Are they both damaged?
Just the one.
Okay. I'm going to hit the one that isn't. I'm going to cast Blight.
Okay.
Wait, is that just.
That's a save.
Okay, it's a save. It is a con 21.
Okay.
If it matters, I rolled.
It does not succeed. What's that?
For my stealth.
Oh,
So 30 something.
sufficient.
You have to hit a 50.
Yeah, 15 is the static number now.
Yeah. Good. Oh, I can't roll less than 26.
Yeah.
You
I
say
don't
you
know,
stealth.
they could still make a perception check if they're active.
With their
40
action on their turn, yeah.
42 points of damage.
42 points of damage on the undamaged one.
Yes.
Okay. It
And
is not a
then,
plant, by the way.
Who's after me in the initiative?
Should be
You? Okay.
Unless it's the bear things.
Okay. All right.
In fact, it is the bear things.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Magrum. And I'm going to start playing like the intro to Eruption from Van Halen.
Okay.
And it's going to just go.
Don't get us in trouble with copyright. No,
No,
humming.
I'm not going to do any of the music. And you're just going to hear it and be like. And it's,
Some bands we don't even want to say the name of the song.
Slightly off key.
and be like, do what Pooh would do.
You get Disney down our throats too. All right, cool.
Honey pot.
Hey, you know that's a good thing you chose that because it's out of protection now.
Honey pot, yeah.
Is Pooh Bear?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why that's why they people made all those
We can
really
say it
awful looking Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that's
horror
right.
games.
Oh God.
And I think they made a
Is that why
movie,
they
too.
made the movie Pooh? Is that why they made that movie?
Yes, because they could.
Yeah, because it.
Not
I've
because
yet to watch it. I heard it.
All right, so the one in the back that is
That's
less,
my move. That's,
the one in the back that's less damaged, is going to.
Wrench the tree on it.
What are you doing? Okay.
Moving it away from its partner or its
Strength
partner.
save?
16.
You have to be raging for that. I literally just checked that because I was curious on that.
Yep. My bad.
Goddamn rules lawyer.
Okay. I assumed you raged, right?
They do,
Yes.
they do
Okay.
keep us from anarchy.
So it is going to look at you and Magrum, which made some sort of odd grunting sound.
It's trying to leave.
No, it's looking at you. And I need,
It's not close to us.
That's like 30 feet away.
Yeah, they're all.
and I need you and you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Here. I guess because I'm.
That's why I took resilience.
I'm behind
7.
the party, so this is over.
Okay. You are stunned until the start of the Blaze Bear's next turn.
I was going to pop my Mage Slayer to auto succeed.
Does it require it to be a spell, or can it just be any magical effect?
You just have to fail the saving throw.
I know, but I'm just it's important wording on the Mage Slayer.
I'm not close enough for that,
If you fail an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma saving throw, you can cause yourself
Okay.
to succeed instead.
So you succeed?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're fine. But Magrum
did you roll?
is
I
suddenly
did. I rolled
stunned.
7.
Okay.
And doesn't seem to be moving much. You can, by the way, move Magrum. You're incapacitated otherwise.
Gotcha.
So you
got a
can't
D10
take
too.
any actions on your turn. Or bonus actions.
Oh yeah, you know Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I gave.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I gave.
You
it.
can use that if you
I
want.
gave
Yes.
it to you.
Might as well.
Okay.
I would have made it 11.
That would have made it 11. You still would have failed. Okay.
Well, shit.
Need a paladin.
Yeah, no joke.
The one that is more damaged is going to lay into Max with a couple of attacks. It's going to bite him twice.
First one would be at straight.
Okay. Yep. Sapped.
I got my bardic inspiration back.
Nat 1. Second one. Does a 20 hit you?
You said 20?
Yeah.
Meets it.
Okay. Let's see. That is 20 points of piercing, half to 10, plus 11 points of force.
Ooh, forces wing. No bueno.
All right. That brings us to Sal.
Yep. All right. Well, I can't do anything to help Mac. So
I don't know what this thing is, but it sounded very eldritch.
yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and lay into the damage one. What do you say the?
15.
I just hit 15.
52 points
Okay.
of damage, not
You hit
42.
it. The more damaged one.
Yes.
Okay.
Mine was actually 52. I did
17,
I wasn't even adding my base bonus to like
and it's sapped again.
I was just rolling down.
Ooh, hey,
You're
great,
like, it's so
nice.
much anyway.
Why'd you so few attacks? That
Yes.
makes it count.
Shit. Can I steal a D8, please?
What was Magnum?
No,
You.
What happened to him?
He's stunned.
Oh, I can't
I
do
did it.
Alright, so that's
blind,
That's
deaf,
done,
and
right?
paralyzed or blue. Slash incapacity.
28 points of damage.
28 points of damage from Sal.
Yes.
Plus 17.
Yes.
So 45. Is that all of it?
I have one more attack.
One more attack. Make it. And then add it to 45.
How messed up is it looking?
It's
That's
it's still bloody. It's not dead yet.
okay. So I crit again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw in a.
2 crits in a row. Wow. I don't know.
Rolled 6 dice.
It's wow good. Yep.
I'm gonna also menacing strike this.
Okay. Be sure to double that one too.
I did. Yep.
Okay.
So that's gonna be. What did I say before? 35?
45.
45? 85.
Holy fudge.
And it has to pass a.
Just a sec. Hold on. Let me do math.
I'm tempted to just go 7 stars on my thing and do nothing.
The most thing.
I gotta make con saves and just
Okay. It is pretty hurt at this point.
It also has disadvantage on that DC.
Yes. So DC 18 Wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
And this is to do what?
Make it frightened.
Which I'm going to rule as a magical effect, so it actually has a straight roll.
I'm magical.
Frightened is. Well, maybe not. All right, fine. You can be mundanely
There's
frightened.
scarier things than wizards. You know?
The 11 stands that I rolled on the die, and then that's what you said. Wisdom,
Yes.
12 total. So fails.
Yep.
All right, so it's frightened. It's afeared.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother with action surging because there might be something even scarier up above.
He's there for the money shot.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm using Know Your Enemy.
Okay.
Resistances, immunities, vulnerabilities.
It doesn't have any traditional resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities. I will give you that it has magic resistance. So it has advantage on against spells and other magical effects. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing else that's relevant.
I will let the party casters know that
Just yell it out.
Yeah.
these things don't care about magic. They can brush it off just like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Break out your staff.
Or your magic missiles.
Or yeah, don't do something that has a save.
Yeah.
Or be a badass caster and win anyway. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay, cool. So that brings us to from the darkness behind the party.
Great
Oh
man.
no, that's where I am.
Fine.
Town, so same. The darkness.
I'm gonna say because I know that's where I am.
Yes, however, they still don't see you because your stealth is insanity.
And it's creepy
Did I
in the
hear
flight.
a ping at any point?
What's that?
Did I hear a ping at any point?
She had alarm on.
If it's the full man, we definitely would.
So I'm going to say yes, you heard a ping, but this is from the darkness in a different direction. But you did hear a ping.
Yep, one more.
Like at the moment that combat started, as the blaze bears roared, you heard a ping then. But this is not coming from the direction you guys just came from. This is coming from somewhere else in the darkness.
So we finish this quick so we can turn on whatever's following us.
They should be.
Do you tell?
Or we chase whatever's fleeing.
Yeah.
So, targeting randomly.
I roll sideways. Just
Where is my? There it is.
And I can't protect these people. They ran away
Nova
towards the enemies.
and Willie.
I'm not far behind you. It's like 10, 15 feet. It's enough to get covered.
5 feet.
9 points of piercing damage each.
No.
No saves.
Piercing.
As an arrow hits you.
Okay. That usually doesn't hit me.
Well, I should ask. Does a 23 hit you?
Oh, just barely.
Okay. Yep. Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Another 9 points of damage.
But these arrows are just coming from
These
the
are
darkness?
crossbow bolts coming out of the darkness.
Christ, I'm gonna go steal their fucking quizzes. I need to
And I'm actually not rolling enough advantage on these, but that's okay. And then against Magram, you are incapacitated. Let's fish for a crit. Nope. But it is 26 to hit. 9 points of piercing damage.
for a crossbow bolt, unless it's coming in sneak attack.
And then you guys hear in the darkness the sounds of multiple figures moving rapidly away.
I catch those.
You do? Okay.
100%.
Attack and run.
They seem to be as fast as you.
Yep, I figured they would be.
Yep.
I'm surprised there was no sneak attack damage, to be honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that. Just bullshit. But yeah,
Makes it very
Sneak attack on
strange.
NPCs would be kind of brutal.
I have it occasionally. Yeah, it's brutal. Okay, so with that, that'll be on your turn, Gilbert, that you can actually take off after them.
Yeah, I'm chasing them. Sorry,
Lilith,
guys.
your turn.
Do you tell us what's going on?
He doesn't know either.
Okay.
I mean, everybody with a passive perception above.
Does he like yell that he's taken off?
That when he does, that's up to him.
Okay.
But everybody with the passive perception of 15 or higher heard people moving away rapidly.
Yeah, and I would say something else is here.
Okay. And it's behind us.
The darkness.
Okay.
And it's your turn, Lilith.
I have a passive perception of 22 and dark vision, so
Can I?
Skulker.
Do I recognize
My
these
passive.
things that we're fighting?
No, you do not. No, they are unique to the Morn lands. They do look like they are some sort of bear that's been corrupted. but you
Max
don't
does
recognize them.
him
What's
because
that?
Max does recognize him because he used Commune with Nature about it.
Yeah.
Talked to
Last week.
last time.
But I thought it was limited to.
It was the beast in the area.
Yeah, you told them about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they are blaze bears. If Max has shared that,
Yes.
which they are monstrosities. I thought there was a list of certain categories. I didn't realize. Oh no, they're not beasts. You didn't. You don't know about them. Sorry.
I feel like somebody.
They used to be beasts, not anymore.
I feel like the veterans told us about it.
They've told you about the danger of blaze bears generally,
Right.
but they didn't tell you much about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when
Actually, I'll give it to you guys. They're blaze bears because they have tentacles and they look like bears, and that's the description you got.
Okay.
Blaze comes in.
What's that?
Where does the blaze come
Don't ask that question.
Those are all my.
They'll probably join together and shoot blazes from their eyes. Their tentacle eyes.
Scorching ray from the eyes.
It's like the roll.
Is anyone within melee of
Yes, Max is, and Sal.
I was going to say, speaking of, according to the Instagram post,
No
he took a
tickles.
picture with
The shirts?
the holder,
Oh, with Peggy.
Peggy, yeah, and posted you get some opportunities to win something.
Aha.
okay. Bonus action, manifest mind.
Okay.
I think I can get it all the way to the.
You can, yeah.
Easily.
I'm going to. Andy, stop being weird. Chill touch.
Chill touch.
Whichever one looks most hurt.
Okay.
One that's very, very hurt.
There is one that's very hurt.
Do I get advantage?
Should. If you're attacking
Yeah,
the bear, you got max
it's a
attack.
melee attack.
Yes. It
Yes.
Forgot to have Betty move up.
It is now, at least. 2014, it wasn't either chill nor touch.
is. Now it's touch. That's a 26. I think that.
26 hits, yes. And it deals necrotic still, if I remember right. Not that it
Yes.
matters.
Yeah, I can't change it because it didn't take a space up.
Sal already learned it doesn't have any resistances or anything, so.
Okay. 20 points of damage, and it can't regain hit points.
Okay. It looks even more hurt. It's not quite on death's door, but it's getting there.
I think you guys got it covered.
So, Willie.
Strangers. Can I cast Guiding Bolt on that one?
Okay.
Third level.
Third level. Roll to attack.
You have advantage too
Yeah, you also had advantage
because of the guiding bolt. Or not
because of the max.
because Pax Act.
24.
24 hits.
The next person has to put a hand on
Get advantage on the right.
Guiding bolts is really good damage, though.
So 66 is nice. Seven, 12, 18
18 points of damage.
radiant damage. Right?
Okay. Okay.
As a bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. You've already cast a leveled spell this round, or this turn.
I can't use that as a bonus.
Yeah, you'd have to.
You'd have to
cast
do
a cantrip.
You'd have to do a cantrip for
Yeah,
that.
you can only use one leveled spell slot during a turn is the rule now.
I did
Simpler than the old
the very
one.
first time I did it too, and I was
I
like,
was thinking I could do it, but I've been using a cantrip.
Next turn.
Next turn. Magrum.
I
You
can't-
are incapacitated. You are stunned. You can move, but you cannot take an action.
And I can't speak either because of the incapacity.
Yeah. Well, you can speak haltingly, I think.
They can,
They changed that?
Incapacitated explicitly says I can't speak.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to run over to the hyena and just slap it on the butt because I can't do anything else.
All right. You slap the hyena on the butt. We'll allow that to serve as communication.
Yeah. And the hyena goes up toward the attacked one, I assume.
The heavily damaged one.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were casting,
And it's going to probably miss with a 9.
9 misses.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Advantage.
Thank God. 17.
Hits.
Well, it's a dex, so I didn't think it was going to hurt him.
Nice. 13 points of piercing damage.
Looks very hurt.
Since it looks very hurt, it will use its rampage on a creature that's bloody.
Okay. He gets another attack then.
And yeah, it makes another bite attack.
It's hungry.
That'd be 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Oh, 6s. 10 damage. 10 points.
10 damage. Still up, barely.
Good boy.
Some good damage from the hyena.
That brings us. Oh, hey, the hyena. Okay, then. Gilbert, something is approaching the party from behind you,
these things.
and a couple of crossbow bolts wish out of the darkness. One towards Lilith, and doesn't notice you. The other one, who didn't I attack yet?
Hyena and
I got.
Me and Max, but where I'm from.
I've been attacked
Yeah,
by
you guys
the
are up front. I'm going for back markers, so I'm going to say I'm going to roll again for this one. It will be Willie again this time. So
Not my will.
Yeah, they go.
What was the
20 to hit you.
20?
Yep.
To be fair,
Shield. Okay.
as a cleric in the party, they're always the one I go for.
21.
Does 27 hit you, Willie?
27 hits you, Willie?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, it does.
That's a call shot.
Yes.
Yes.
Raises the willy.
All right. I wish there was still a rule for those. I use like a +5 AC because Anyway, moving on.
for a call shot?
That is going to be. Oh, shit! I don't have the right stat block up. We'll just do the stat block. 9 points of piercing damage.
So these things have snuck up on us. Passive perception 22, so... Like,
Yep. There's a.
What's going on back there?
What's your range on your dark vision?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. You see a Warforged with a large glaive on its back.
Is he familiar?
No.
Okay, good.
That just launched a crossbow bolt from its arm a couple of times, and then he turns around and heads back the other direction.
You probably think Willie shot us. Or
So
not.
he's also he's also running the direction of the things that I'm following.
No.
Different direction.
No, he's running back towards the body of the Colossus. He just came up through the spine.
Okay.
And where's
And-
the noise that we're hearing?
And the other
Where's that coming
ones
from?
ran off towards where you guys were going.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So when I
Because I thought he said that it.
so I'm going to run past the party.
There's,
I'm gonna shout out
you guys got
Wolf
caught in a
Online.
pincer.
Yeah.
I'll shout out Warforged behind as I go past them, and then I'll just go right past the whole fight, chasing those other lot.
So you're going to chase the larger number of enemies?
Which I assume I didn't see
You did not see them, no.
because I was too far away.
Yeah, and they were also like firing from 3/4 cover, and so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'm going to chase them anyway.
Okay, but you're gonna chase after him. You're gonna use dash if necessary. Okay. You feel like you've gained. Let's see. You started about 60 feet behind him.
Edge of my vision, yeah.
What's that?
Edge of my vision.
Yeah, started about there. You can't see him yet around a bend in the tunnel, but you feel you've caught up to him by about 20 feet.
Okay, so I am going slightly faster than, and I do shout out to these guys as I go screaming past.
You literally go screaming past.
Forge behind.
Yep.
Okay. Is that all you see?
And so you guys hear the Doppler effect
Yeah.
as he zips past.
We hear it. Real
It
fast.
just seems like I was back here.
Yes.
Bad guy appeared here.
Yes.
I took off running that way.
Basically. And he tells you about the bad guy back there as he
Yes.
runs away from him.
Yeah. Well, they know there's bad guys in front of us.
Yes, they also know that.
Yes.
All right.
We're in a tight spot.
Just a note, if the Warforged goes back down the spine, I will get a
Get an alarm again, yeah.
What?
because the alarm is there.
And it has not
for
it
8
it
hours.
has not yet triggered that.
Okay.
So that brings us to the top of our initiative order, Max. There's an extremely wounded bear, and then there is a bear with a scratch or two on it.
The extremely wounded one, I'm going to do regular red with. Technically don't need it, but doing it anyway. That hits, it's 18 plus 12, so.
That'll hit, yes. And you're going to kill it.
It's still gonna roll. I would.
Yeah.
21.
21 of its 5 points remaining. You chop off the head of the very diseased-looking bear with tentacles. It's gross, just gross on many levels. So,
Brutal
yep.
on to the other one.
Yep, brutal on the other one. Got it.
19 plus.
Hits.
Plus everything.
Plus everything is a good number to hit.
27.
27 points of damage. All right.
And again, the staggering, so it's disadvantage on next saving throw.
Okay.
And sap as well.
I got this at Gen Con, and it's only got the 3 character slots, so I'll be able to fill it out and get another one.
There you go.
Just in time.
Cool, cool.
Quite nice.
Anything else, Max?
That was it.
Gilbert?
I'm running.
Oh, that's right. It's finally your turn now. So yeah, you're running after those guys. But we already resolved your turn, so we'll come back to you next time around. Nova.
Okay. Got people behind us. Can I?
We
see 'em?
There's been a report of one person behind you. You cannot see them.
Okay. If I move further, if I use my 30 feet of movement and go behind us, can I see them?
You move 30 feet back, and you still don't. Well, give me a perception check as you
Okay.
do.
All right. 14.
Okay. Yeah. After you move 30 feet back, you don't see anybody.
Okay. Shit.
And by the way, I was going to make you make that perception check whether or not you were within range of anybody.
Right. Okay. All right. So that puts me about 50 feet from the things in the.
Correct.
Are they? Is there one still alive
Yes.
in there?
One is still
Just
alive.
One? All right.
But it has a max next to it.
Okay. All right.
And a Sal.
No, there's not two of them. They're much less.
And a hyena.
And a hyena.
Guiding bolt at
And you're still stuck.
third level. It's 15 plus
It
13,
also has a
28.
What's that?
Also,
Sorry, 28 to hit?
28 to hit.
I
Okay.
like to imagine the hyena is reading the book.
I don't think it's that kind of hyena.
I'm not sure it's that kind of book.
Turn page.
it tries and then it just like phases through.
15 points of damage.
15 points of
Yes.
damage. Okay.
And the next attack has advantage.
Area does.
Okay. Yeah. And then
Max is useful.
I yell out, "Who needs help?" I'm casting Bardic Inspiration on whoever wants it.
I mean, if I wasn't already 90 feet away, I would.
Yeah, I know. All right.
You can
I'll
hear
give it
him?
to Sal. I'll give it to Sal.
Does he not have a range on that?
Is there a distance limitation on Bardic Inspiration?
I think I have to see them.
They have to be able to. You have to see or hear.
I have to be able to hear you. So technically, you could inspire.
feel like
Within
no-
60 feet that you
Nope.
can see
Yep,
or
60.
hear.
So I was
Okay.
gonna say, I feel like Nova's pretty loud.
So you got it?
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay.
D10. There you go. And I'm done.
All right. Nova. Or sorry.
Me.
Oh, I'm gonna give.
No, not you yet.
I'm gonna have Betty
right.
fly up and
the
give the
bears.
help action. Where are we at? Are we even anywhere near?
Don't worry about it.
Mine.
Yeah. All
You
right.
got max.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her. I'm gonna have her
something
fly
like
up
this
and
going
give
on.
help to Max.
Well, you give help by distracting an enemy,
That's right. Yeah.
which wouldn't change any of the dynamics going
Okay.
on.
Well, then she's gonna go up there and be like, and then she's gonna turn around, and come back, and just hover above
And
them
not die.
and not die. And not die. Yes.
Good idea.
Yes.
All right. So the
Just
Blaze
comes back
Bear,
to- she's just chilling on my shoulder.
whose
Good.
mate has just been killed.
Does she rage? Does she have sonics?
She unfortunately only has a couple of things she can do.
And I yell out to everybody, I can't see what's behind us. We need to figure out what's behind us before it gets any closer.
She took most of her damage from the melee folks, so she's going to continue to attack you guys. One attack at each of you.
Protection.
So disadvantage then.
Straight roll on.
Yeah. So that one's gonna miss. Yep. 18 hit you? Nope. Okay.
Also, which attack would have been first?
Taking care of business.
Him.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't think she was sapped anymore.
Does a 28 hit you?
Yes.
Hey, I hit Sal. All right. Take 20 points of piercing damage and 11 points of force damage.
Sentinel.
All right. Make your attack.
I'm also reducing some of that, so I'm going to take 36.
So it was 31 total.
That hits. It's
20 plus 11.
Oh, right. Yeah.
30.
30 points of damage.
Yep.
I would giggle too.
Got it. Not bloodied yet, but there's a nice big gash on its side, and it looks back over at you balefully.
It's also got its movement speed dropped to 0.
Movement speed dropped to 0.
That's part of the opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, Sentinel. Okay, yep.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to matter.
You never know. So now it's Sal's turn.
Well,
Yeah. Now, that's why I don't think it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter. I'm going to lay into it. Okay, that hits.
Oh, yeah. You see one of them.
is matter removed from the stun?
What's that? Oh yeah, Magrum, you're unstunned now.
There's at least 3 that way.
Okay, that hits.
One behind us. Okay. But I know the mage's behind us. I don't know her. That's going to be more than 36.
Which attack you on? Call them out as you're doing them.
So it's 36 at the first two. The third one also hits.
Okay.
So
We discussed this. Yeah.
52 total.
52 total. Okay, great.
And how's it looking now?
Just a sec. Let me math.
Dimension door would do better.
That would be. It is. It's not quite bloodied yet.
Fine. I'm not going to bother with Action Surgeon. It is
Okay.
slowed and sapped, though.
All right.
I should have Gilbert Strike. Oh, no, he's too far away.
Yeah, Gilbert is too far away.
I was going to Gilbert Strike.
Yeah, Gilbert's around the bend,
Yeah.
as usual.
These interlopers.
Actually, I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity with disadvantage because it's sapped, but also have speedy. And I'm gonna move back towards them.
Staggering blow prevents it from taking opportunity attacks.
I'm gonna walk away from it. And I'm gonna be around as many allies as I can to give
Protect them potentially.
Yes.
Are you doing,
Now
are
that
you
you've got
doing-
your
are you
reaction
doing
back,
the AC
yeah.
bomb? Is that what you're doing?
He has the ability to impose disadvantage if somebody attacks.
Okay.
I could bait and switch though.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you want?
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah. No.
So disadvantage is better. It prevents crits.
Well, I can do both. Is the thing.
Oh, both.
Yeah. So I can bait and switch, swap space with someone, but also give either them or myself a bunch of AC. And then, as a reaction, I can give protection to someone within 5 feet to impose disadvantage on any attacks coming
Battle
at me.
master, man. So cool.
You know what?
Read this stuff yet.
I'm gonna fancy feet myself.
That was going to be my original character.
I got
You fancy feet yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
My AC is 25 now.
All right. Sounds good. Gilbert,
Yes.
you hear rapid scuttling ahead of you.
Okay. Scuttling is always a good sign, guys.
We can't hear you. You're gone.
I know.
Now I feel stupid because these things have just ran away. I don't know if they're gonna come back and try to shoot us again.
And then nothing.
We know which way you're
I keep following them.
Okay, we'll come to that in a bit.
I will take, because it's a corner, right?
Yeah, they're around.
I'll take the corner. Like
A couple
I'm
of
in the Grand
corners.
Prix and I'll go high, because spider climb and then go
Okay.
up along the wall.
Banked
It's like the
corner.
roller derby wall.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to go close.
All right. Lilith, your turn.
I'm going to cast at 3rd level magic missile.
Okay.
I am relying on my passive perception 22 to figure out if I take a tunnel or direction change.
That's only one. And that's
So
5.
2 times. How many
2
missiles?
times 5.
So 10.
Right?
Okay.
Let me double check that.
I think I remember what I was looking up.
Did you have advantage on that too?
And it now looks bloodied, by the way.
Okay.
Magic
then-
missile automatically hits. Yep.
Then, since I've made reaction back, I'm going to use a charge on my fulminating treatise.
Ooh.
Uh,
Your foamy book
yep. My
or your burning book.
burning book, and I just do an extra 2d6 force damage, and
Okay.
if it's large or smaller, I can knock it prone.
It is large, so it will go prone.
It is prone. 8.
8 more points of damage. Got it. Got it.
Bonus action?
Go
I don't
for it.
think I have a bonus action. Let me just do that.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Willie.
Alright, well, I'm casting Magic Missile too.
All right. You?
Level 3.
Okay.
3.
3 plus 1 times 5.
5 of them.
Okay. So 4 times 5, 20 points of damage. Got it. Definitely wounded at this point. And actually, I was wrong. I accidentally lied earlier. It's been bloodied for since Sal attacked it. I just didn't math very well. All right. Brings us to Magram. Shake that shit off. Yeah.
He looks at it, looks bloody. He's like, it's probably not worth raging at this point. So he's just going to walk up with he's going to pull out the woodcutter's axe. He hasn't dusted that off in a bit.
Okay.
And just try to chop at it. You're still close to it, okay? That'll be at 21.
That'll hit.
It's also prone, so even if it has
Take advantage. Yeah. Make sure.
Double it.
And you got
There's
max.
one blade, I
Yeah.
was like, that's not the one.
So it's 8 points of slashing. I assume.
Okay. Did you check for a crit already?
Back there somewhere.
Pardon?
Did you try for a crit?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And honestly, that's it.
2 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
How much damage did you?
Just 8.
Oh, because right, no rage damage.
So it's 19 this time.
19.
He's just playing
Hits.
with his food.
And 11 points of damage.
11. All right. Okay, that brings us to
Hyena?
Hyena. Yes, indeed. Who was smart enough to write in this time?
Yes, that's an 18 plus 4? Plus 5. 22 to hit.
Hits.
And that's 10 points of piercing damage on his bite.
Okay, do the second one too, because it is bloodied.
It's once per day.
Oh, it's once per
Yeah,
day?
once per day.
All right, so it's just 10 points? Okay. All right. Still up. Nova.
Yes.
2 bolts come flying out of the darkness.
Counterspell. I'm just joking.
Okay, cast counterspell. I'm fine with it.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens as the bolts slam into your hand that you're trying to counterspell with.
They probably both hit.
They do. That is 27 and 28.
Yeah.
Just a sec. Let me actually pull up the right damage this time.
Give it all to me.
Hey, he's the one who ran away by himself.
No, he's with the party.
No, he ran out by himself.
No, I'm right here. I'm right in the back.
You're 30 feet away from us.
I'm just standing right in the back.
No, you ran 30 feet back.
No, I was up here and I moved 30 feet behind. I'm in the back of the group.
Just started the very back of
He's
it.
with
That's
the rest of
yeah.
us.
I'm with the rest of the
Oh,
group.
I thought you were starting-
No, sir. I was originally up. I was up here and I moved 30 feet back and I was in the back of the party.
All right. Well, it's gonna stand. It'll be
That's fine.
fine.
No. give it to me.
That just affects something else, but it's fine.
He's 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
It's just
Too far
out
away
of
from my
range.
shield.
He's standing behind me, isn't he?
Take 13 points, 26 points total of piercing damage.
Ow.
And your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet until both of those are removed.
Until the bolts are removed?
Uh-huh.
Huh. So once I pull him out, I can move?
They've been dipping in bolts in that juice.
10 more. Yeah. But it's just 10, it's a 10-foot reduction until the bolts are
Okay.
are
Little
removed.
paralysis action. Okay.
Nice.
I wasn't moving anywhere anyway.
Yep, that's that. And then you do hear more running off into the distance.
From behind me where I was at.
Well, yeah, from whoever shot you scurried off some more.
I
Your
holler
alarm
out,
has not yet gone off. Your alarm has not yet gone off again.
Okay.
So you know they're still behind us.
So,
So if I look behind us, I can't see it.
nope. There are a couple of crags and corners around there that it could have easily ducked out of sight.
I should have said something. Oh well.
What?
Well, thinking about it, so would I have any? No, he said that they're Warforged. I should have shouted that we're here with mercy. Stop shooting at us. We're friendly.
I'll assume you said that. And then 2 crossbow bolts came out of the darkness and hit your friend.
Okay, cool. Worth a shot.
They were pretty good shots too.
Yep. All right, that brings us next in initiative. Wow, sorry guys. Lilith.
What?
Nope, not Lilith. I'm out of
Behind you just
order.
went.
It should start over.
No, Max. There we go.
How bloody is the
I
blaze
had,
bear?
I had the wrong bad guy. What's that?
How bloody is the blaze bear?
It's very bloodied.
I'm going to.
It needs to be put down.
I'm going to start off with a brutal.
Okay.
15 plus 12 hits.
Hits.
It's a great,
31.
31 points.
it's a great tower for a DM.
It is still
Sounds
up.
Like you're rolling 17 dice.
I know, it's great.
And then right click on the other attack.
Okay.
17 plus 12 hits.
Yes.
23.
23. That is enough. You kill the second blaze bear. As it joins its mate in a pile of muck in their
In death.
it's gross in here to begin with, and now it's even grosser. So
And then 40 feet back.
40 feet back towards like the
Where
party
the
and
people
stuff.
have been shooting from.
Okay. So yep, go ahead and move yourself.
I should be up here with my hyena.
I'm like, get back here. I keep getting hit. I don't know what's going on.
All right.
Can't see shit.
With that, we're to Gil. Gilbert, you're going to keep following.
Yes, I do
Okay.
have my chalk in my offhand.
Okay, so you're leaving little marks as you go.
As I run,
I'll allow it.
As I
There's a
drift
there's a
around the
dashed
corners.
line
Yep.
growing on
There's
the wall
another
behind
tree
you.
on the wall.
Yeah. Oh, this is just a dotted line where I've managed to touch the ground.
So
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. In fact, it goes from the wall to the ceiling.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is it like that
It's like-
scene in
It's-
Emperor's New Groove where
it's-
they're running along the map and there's a dotted line?
Yep.
yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah, they're going.
No, I'm not going to pull out anything done at imagination so far. We'll keep doing it. As you come around a corner, they're waiting for you with ready actions.
Absolutely.
I've been waiting.
That's not good.
Yep.
Question is, do they see him?
Yeah.
They
He is
need the
he is
chalk
running
line.
flat out. They see him.
I'm running flat
Yeah,
out.
you're
I
too
have
far
not
for me
gone
to even
invisible
think of.
from my last.
You're too far for me to even think about a dimension door because I have no fucking idea where you went. I mean, all I knew is you went
The
that
lowest
way.
was 25.
I have an AC of 17.
Okay, so you take 27 points of piercing damage
Excellent. Oh,
as
wait.
3 crossbow bolts slam into you.
We long rested, so I only had 1 hit point of damage. So
Correct.
was it 20,
27,
so 28 damage down.
correct.
I will use my reaction to drop one of those by half.
Okay,
So unless you let me do it to the whole lot,
no.
so just 20.
So yeah, so that's one of them reduced from 9 to 5 to 4, so it's going to be 23.
Yeah, 23. Do I have to roll any kind of check to stay on the wall?
No, not. I mean, well, it's just a
spider.
climbing speed. It's not spider climb. Or no, it is spider
I'm
climb.
spider climb, yeah.
Yeah, you're attached to the wall if you feel like being attached to the wall. I think.
That's what I wanted to check.
Yeah.
Velcro man.
I'm like, out, shit.
Yeah, there's a loud.
Okay, and how much of my movement getting around that corner was it while they waited for me? Action.
That was that was a move and 1 dash.
Okay.
So you have either your action or your bonus action left, depending on which one you would have
It
burned
really doesn't matter
first.
because everything I can do is done on a bonus action anyway,
Okay.
Except for attack.
except the attack. So I'm just going to go invisible as I kind of tumble along the.
So you're gonna use your
rest of my
magic
movement.
action.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Use my use action from use magic device.
As you leave a little bloody smear on the wall.
Yeah, like oh shit.
Okay. And poof, he vanishes. All right.
I'll get him in a minute. Don't worry.
And by the way, you see, once they reveal themselves by shooting at you, 3 more Warforged that do not look as formidable as the one that you saw behind the party, but do look like they're military fighting machines nonetheless.
Yeah.
In fact, you saw Warforged with blades blazoned upon the side of their face that looked exactly like this at the battle last time.
Oh.
So the soldiers of whatever it is.
Yeah, the Lord of Blades, mercenaries, or fighters, freedom fighters,
Bandits.
or terrorists, depending on which side of the conflict you're on.
Yep.
Yep.
This
So,
is my second use of invisibility.
and I'm going to have to make sure I pull up.
No, I don't think I've used it.
You can still roll your d6 anyways.
Hey, it is my second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you
That's
would,
right.
yeah.
Is it on a 6 or a 1?
6.
6.
Can I
Floor
keep it?
dice do not count ever.
I'll take the 3 then.
Okay.
I wasn't even going to look before
Also-
I rolled the second, but thank you.
The teamwork was palpable. It was good.
You also get 1d6 back every dawn.
All right.
I just get 6 back. I just get full charges. Eventually rules.
So Nova, you're next.
That's what I got told.
Okay.
So
So
I
the
didn't know that till he
bear
told me.
things are dead.
The bear things are dead.
Okay.
The thing behind you apparently ran away somewhat after it shot you. You don't know how far back it went, though. It's out of sight.
So essentially, initiatives.
Still going.
Oh, it's still going. Okay.
Yep. Unless you don't want to fight.
No, I don't see any.
He might run away. He might not.
All right. Well, I'm gonna holler.
remember,
at the
you're-
group.
you're down
I'm gonna
to-
say they're behind us. Let's move. So I'm gonna come 30 feet up.
You're slow.
And you only got 20.
Oh, I've only got 20. Then I move 20 feet. And yeah, I'm gonna have. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold. I'm gonna hold poison spray until I see anything.
Okay,
Can
so
I make
you
another
start
perception check?
casting the spell, but hold the execution of it until.
Okay.
So the spell slot goes away. When you're holding a spell, you use the.
No, I'm ready in an action. Once I see something, I'm gonna.
Right, but you have when you're holding a spell, you have to spend whatever resources are.
Poison spray
It's a cantrip.
It's
Oh,
just a cantrip.
well, thanks
Yeah.
for reminding me.
Yeah.
I was
yes.
going to say.
You are spending
That's why
that
you threw
cantrip
me
worth of
off.
resources.
I'm already worried because I got shot 3 times in the
Yeah.
back.
Sorry, I was thinking. I was thinking a different spell. Never mind.
Yeah, you're.
Twice in the back.
Yep.
No.
Yes, you're spending that cantrip worth of resources
Yes.
and then holding it, which also uses your reaction.
Okay.
All right, so that brings us to they're dead.
So me?
Sal. Yep.
The whole time.
Okay.
And you know that Gilbert yelled, "There's a Warforged behind us," but he also ran off in the opposite direction, not
Yeah.
Which
bothering
you
to
might
say.
remember crossbow bolts were coming from.
Yes, you do remember crossbow bolts were coming from that direction as well.
Okay. But he's really far away, and I can't really get to him.
I'm 180. It was in 2 rounds.
About that,
Yeah,
yeah.
But 160
Minus
feet.
minus 1 dash.
Yeah.
So 150.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
dimension door 500 feet and try to find you, but I'm not gonna. I don't
Let's
know.
check for
Yeah, let's try that.
let's check for stone
Yeah.
immersion. Yeah.
So
I just turn around. I'm like, what do you guys want to do?
is this the direction we came from?
The direction you came from and the
Is-
direction that Nova got shot from last round.
Okay, and
I was shot.
how far is it to?
And you were shot as well.
How far?
Oh, you're slowed as well, by the way.
Oh, okay.
How far is it to like the doorway that we came from where we are?
It's about 150 feet back.
That far.
Oh yeah, you guys came quite a way before. Remember, you countered the pool and the ghost, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're either 25
I have
or 30,
the
right?
flame tongue button.
Okay.
So it has the light source.
Yep.
Do we see the guy?
No. At this point, he's either behind a corner or behind a crag or something.
In that case, I guess I'm just getting up in front of Nova.
Okay.
Or,
Take.
Or with him.
In somewhere where I'm not going to get poison sprayed. 'Cause that's a cone, isn't it?
You're fine there. Yeah.
I think it's a.
No, poison spray is single attack.
Yeah, it's just single. It's just an attack.
Fine. I'm
Yep.
going in front of
Yeah.
him, and I'm gonna
It's only 3d12.
fancy footwork again.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. And that. I can't really put away my sword because then I'm not going to have any light.
Well,
Max's sword is
sword is out.
fine. I'll ready a javelin,
Okay.
and that's it.
And a javelin takes one hand, so you can at least hold your sword with the other hand. Oh, you can get a shield. I forgot.
I mean, I'll
Never
hold all
mind.
three if you want me to.
No. No, I don't want to know what you'd be holding it with, so we're not going to explore that
I
today.
can have my shield on my arm and my sword in my hand.
No, your handle of your shield is in your hand. And you have to unstrap. It's a full action.
I can have the shield.
No. It's in the rules.
Yeah, all right.
Just like I'd like to have a buckler that I hold in my hand that isn't strapped to my arm sometimes. But that's not the way bucklers work either. So that brings us to the scouts. So, you went invisible, Gilbert,
Yes.
which means they have disadvantage on their attacks.
And whatever remaining movement, if I had 10 feet of movement, I probably would have used jump just to be somewhere else.
Yeah, so,
Behind them if I can.
okay. There's no behind them, so you're not going to pull that off. But you are
Further along
than they probably expect, but still it's just going to be disadvantage because that's rules. And
Oh, I know, but they still have to kind of guess where I am.
they do have to guess. And they all go at once, so they don't get the benefit of...
And I've got boots and spider climb, so this is jump to random...
Right, but they also don't have the benefit of one of them shoots, and then the others shoot at the
noise.
yeah, or the bolts, or the blood, or whatever. So I'm just going to roll these guys with disadvantage, and oh my god, this is going to be a lot of dice.
At the beginning.
Oh shit, I had a snare trap I could have used.
That
Oh
was,
well.
after
You
Oh,
just
we
roll all
started
three,
with
and then
them
if any of them
on
hit,
so I've
then
got
you
three
reroll
then.
that. Or this way.
Well, it's fun because they each get 3 attacks at disadvantage, and there's 3 of them. So,
Because the only ones that can hear it are the person I'm talking to. So it confused the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd rather use it on you guys so you know I'm in a fight.
does an 18 hit you?
17.
17. So you get hit twice by the first one. At disadvantage. Those were higher the first
but they're
time.
also having to guess what square I'm in.
Unfortunately,
It's a perception check.
That's not how it
it's
works.
not anymore. It's just cartoon.
If you're invisible, they have disadvantage, and that's
Yep,
that's
that's
all
it.
Yes, but they
says.
still have to know what square you're in to be able to
don't.
attack.
They don't.
They don't, unfortunately.
You
So
don't get everything.
18.
Can't have it all.
I'm not
That's
worried
coming
about
from a party.
Yeah. I'm worried about having everything.
Could you please? Thank you. That's better. I'm back on form. Single digits on those 2. Single digit on that one. Those all miss. Third one fires. See if I can roll 2 natural 20s in a roll today. I cannot. That misses. That one also misses. So, barrage of arrows, of which 2 hit you for a total of 18 points of damage.
Reaction.
9 each, yes. So it'd be from. So it'd be 4 plus 9 would be 13. Okay. That brings us to Lilith.
Okay. I'm just very not sure what's happening at the moment.
Oh yeah, it's super
Yeah,
confusing.
you heard me yell, and I don't know what's back here, but it just shot me 3 times.
Okay. All right, and I haven't heard any more pings or gotten any more pings.
You have not gotten any ping from your trap
Okay.
or your alarm.
So I know it's still here on this course somewhere. Okay. Then I am. Oh no, I didn't prepare it. Okay.
That's never good.
No.
That is not what we want to hear. Willie, you're on deck, by the way.
Our wizard going.
I have too many scrolls to like. Look
And
up
then
the
Magram.
effects of.
I can't see these guys.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a slow day for Magram.
I can't see them.
I
you did
am
abandon it.
going to.
Do anything. Wait, so it's kind of
Yes. I'm going to hide around the corner of the door.
Okay.
I'm going to hold psychic lance.
Okay. So it's not a door per se, but passage.
Like
Yeah.
the opening.
Yep. So you're like 3/4 cover, and you got a finger ready to go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And is that a cantrip?
Oh no, it's a 4th level spell.
So you're going to use up that 4th level spell to hold it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to.
So you
Yeah,
you
I'm going
your
to hold
your
it.
fingertip starts to vibrate with the psychic energy,
Yeah.
and you're ready
The-
to go if you
the
see
second-
anything.
The second I see specifically a warforged.
Okay. Hi guys.
Oh, I will ask one question. Did they come into the room?
No, they never came into
They
the
never
room.
came into the room. Okay, that does change what I want to do.
Try again.
Sorry.
All of a sudden, the Silver Codex appears.
It does use actual
Okay,
ratios.
I know one spell I'm for sure gonna
jump
practice
is-
next time.
Plus 20 up there. So that's
You can just imagine a wizard during combat going, fuck.
That's basically
That's
what
what
she
they're
does
doing.
constantly. Yes.
Hold like a fireball. Hold
You
on.
just hear
Wait.
a grunting under her breath. That's
me.
freaking out. Oh my god, wait.
Except they're wizards, so they're actually it's just internalized.
Yeah. You just see their brow furrow.
I
You see like their
hear
hand changes like a fireball.
anything,
or
any
like an
kind of
ice.
sign for what direction?
They have gone up the passage, and there's some twists and nooks and crannies and stuff. You can't tell exactly how far they got, but they're a little ways away. They're not like within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Are they within? Well, can I guess? I'm going to cast Synaptic Static.
Which is a radius.
Which is a who?
It is a 20-foot radius. I can put it anywhere within 120 feet. I want to put it at a point in the hallway where I think it's most likely to hit anything that could be hiding.
Okay, roll me a D. Just do a luck check. D20. I've got my percentage. Actually, do percentile to us, because I've got a percentage, and
Right on top of Gilbert.
All her hair.
and we never use percentile dice. Ooh, I forgot you have that
Where's
one.
she going?
Yeah, which way she goes? She go forward or behind us?
It's got a die inside a die.
24.
24. Okay, what's the save?
It is an intelligence save. DC is 18.
DC 18 intelligence. Fails.
It's never been this quiet in here, guys.
I know.
It is going to take 8d6 psychic damage,
The wizard's doing dope wizard shit.
Yeah,
We all listening.
Yeah, she is.
and the
talking
target
ambient
has
noise.
muddled thoughts for a
That too.
minute. It subtracts a d6 from all its attack rolls and ability checks and any constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Okay.
Atta girl.
I thought it was just going to be concentration, so I was like, oh, I could knock him unconscious with that.
Get it.
Well, so many dice.
Not great rolls, but points of psychic damage.
Alrighty.
So you went after this dude, right? Back here.
You're behind it.
No.
You're behind it.
She
I went
moved.
the other
She
way.
moved
I'm
so that
fighting
she
for
could
the
like.
other guys.
She just kind of shot an effect down the corridor.
Oh, so this one.
No, that way.
Back
That-
behind
behind
us.
us.
Yeah.
Okay, she
Yep.
did.
Back the way that we were getting shot from.
Gotcha.
Yep.
We were getting
That's what I was
snuck.
thinking.
We were getting snuck up on.
All right. Let's see. We have that. Anything else on your turn? Any movement or anything?
Got a bunch of Warforged rogues.
Willie, you're up.
That tanky
Is that-
buggers
okay.
too.
I guess I want to
Like
move
the tanky buggers too.
around and come back
You could have
this
moved
way
your book
closer to
to
the
the
south, the hill.
Your book, you could have moved it
And
farther down
then-
towards Gilbert.
I'll just ready up Sacred Flame.
I'm like
You can only
150
move at
feet
30
away.
feet.
Yeah.
Can I grab it?
You can't actually.
You could certainly try.
Does it seem like there's still a threat behind us, or does it seem like that they're gone?
You don't know.
I know I don't know because I rolled like shit.
I know.
Whenever it's
But
most
you
important.
don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna have the book move
Nobody's
30 feet
checked that.
towards the door. It's gonna very slowly start to.
Come
Make
towards
its
you
way?
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see anything then right in front of us.
What's that? You
can't
cannot.
see him.
Nope. You can't see him.
Shoot fireball down there.
Can I just ready up
That's kinda
Sacred
what I
Flame
did.
then?
The synaptic static, I kind of imagine, doesn't have a visible effect, or does
I don't
yours?
have anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I said we just move forward.
So just
imagine
point
There's
it-
nothing
It's like a
behind
Gaussian blur on all CRT
Also just
monitors.
swing a
Yeah,
guy
I'm
over
just
it.
leaving it up to her.
Little purple needles just kind of appear in the air.
I honestly forgot that I can just transmute damage. Would it have? I guess you don't have
I'll
to
let
tell
you
me,
know.
but-
There's not going to be any difference physically in the damage that was done, no matter what.
Okay.
Visually, maybe it has a different effect.
Nothing.
Yeah. I
We
think
just
it
keep
would
moving
have.
forward. If something's
Knowing I
behind
was
us,
trying
we
to
just
hit something metal,
we
with
just move fast.
synaptic static, it would have had like. There would have been
I could have
Electricity kind of look.
behind us.
like a purple shockwave kind of like
Still gotta
fizzled
fly
out
forward.
from a point.
Okay.
20 feet.
So you saw that effect down the hallway.
What she did?
Yeah.
But then I still can't see anybody.
You cannot see anybody.
I
But
just ready
that point
Sacred
in
Flame.
space was about 75 feet back.
Oh. I mean, I can't. There's nothing I can really do. Can I just ready up Sacred Flame as a cantrip?
You can ready Sacred Flame. Yep. If you see any Warforged. Okay. That brings us to Magrum.
He just starts running down the hallway.
After Gilbert.
Yeah, dash. So you got 80 feet.
Okay.
And you said it was 180, right? Away?
150.
150.
150? And then he's got 100, so he'll be a little bit ahead of me.
Okay.
If you wanted to rate, you could move the extra 20.
This is true. You haven't raged yet.
And that would put me at 100, still 50 away.
Yeah, but next round it'll get you into the fight.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, not to mitigate there.
No, it's good.
And then you give your hyena.
I was just gonna say my hyena gets 10 hit points.
It gives 10
Does it?
HP. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you get? I gotta come up with a name for these animals.
Paying attention as I turn here.
You got to name each one, even though they only last
Yep.
a finite amount of time.
Oh, it's Billy. All right.
All right.
10 to my hyena.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Next up is.
good thinking.
Okay, you guys hear somebody moving extremely fast away from you. And right at the. Turns are much more. I don't know, ephemeral than this, but right at the end of the turn, from our meta perspective, your alarm goes off.
Come on, man.
Okay.
2 uses of evasive footwork.
That's
Yep.
good. That means we'll know if they're coming back.
I'll be over here judging all
Now it does
Where are
ding
you at?
every time it's breached. So like
What's that?
1, 2, 3 dings.
So
How many
you
people went through the alarm?
Just one.
Just one.
Yep.
Can she tell they're coming or going?
Yeah, I'm not big on pudding,
No,
but
it's
I
just
did
an
try
They're
it.
in an area.
Going past that
It
border.
was
Still damn useful.
the right amount of sweet.
Especially on a virtual cast.
It was very good.
I appreciate it.
And the thing you put up was what, 75, 80 feet away, you said?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's where he started his turn.
right. That's where he started his turn.
Yeah, and then he effed off big time.
Okay, okay, okay.
Did did he run past me?
No, it was
He-
further away. He went
way
from
out
away
back.
to
Further.
way further away.
So he ran into it, said F that, and he,
Well, no, yeah, I mean, he snuck up behind you guys, messed
us
you
a
up a
couple
bit,
times.
Yeah.
and ran.
yeah.
That was his MO for this.
Okay.
And the other guys were trying to do the same thing. Gilbert
This
Mc
guy's Persistent.
Skittercuddy over here.
So we see
I said
Magrum-
you ran
Magrum
after
run.
him. So yeah.
Magnum took off. and
Yeah,
ran.
Magrum took off.
All right.
So it's
Yep.
still
And we're at quarter till, guys. So I think I'm going to put a pin in the fight there.
fantastic.
We'll be on the same initiative order. If you guys want to continue, because there will be a battle continuing with Gilbert and Magrum at least.
Yes. And as soon as we get ready to start,
Yep.
I see him take off, and I'm gonna follow him because
And we
I'm
were
tired
at
of getting shot in the back. So I'd rather get shot in the front at least.
yeah. So we're actually we're gonna lead off with Max next time on round 3 or 4. Four.
Four.
Okay.
Yep.
We've had a combat go to round 4.
it.
Well, yeah, because half the combatants are running away.
Yeah.
That's a strategy.
Sneaky
At
shit.
the end of his turn, it's
annoying, isn't it? I'm telling you.
Well, see,
I know, I would've-
That's what I want to do.
It would be so annoying if they weren't.
Hold on, guys. There's another Vecna one. What's that?
He can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of his turns to end the effect. Because he'll still
Oh, okay.
continue to have,
It's intelligence, you said?
yes.
Natural 20. He succeeds.
That's the most combat. That's the most damage I've taken.
So he, yeah.
Since I was a barbarian.
Invisible.
Gilbert never gets hit.
He was not invisible. He was just really good at hiding and was taking advantage of terrain. What's that?
Really that bad?
Could have shielded.
Yeah.
Gilbert foolishly puts himself in
I
the
don't
way
know
of
how we're
action
supposed to deal with that.
when he's not thinking.
Good question.
Like, they're running away, go chase them. That's right. Once I actually start stealthing, not just being invisible, making noise.
All right, everyone on YouTube, thanks a lot for watching another episode, and we will catch up with you next week when we conclude this particular chapter.
Yeah.